What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. You never light a cigar that way.
Yo, it's the Shadow Smokers Legion, fun, family, and smoke. Rockin' with Phoenix fresh rhymes, they stronger than no. About to break it off with the illest of crews, led by the man Tony Wang, making his vision come true. Now let me take you on a ride. We got love for cigars, from the east to the west, only the brightest of stars. I screen in the scene, little guy with the shop, shadow gazing around. You know it ain't gonna stop. Cigar mechanic don't panic when he's repping his brand. Escadillo and more, smooth as sticks in the land. Hashimoto's around, jumping live in the chats. Asian orange and more, his button's famous in fact. Cigars, pipes, whiskey, coffee, and more. Turbo jetting around, Tim with the dopest of pours. What's that? Huh? One wheel and reviews? Martin in the house, sharing the latest smoke news. Need to pick me up? Get to Southeast US. Bob and Chief in the mix, you know they saying God bless. We got that journey, voyage, private blends for the crew. Celebrating with coins, repping that dope swag too. Now I'm about to sign off, you know it's time for that audit. Light up the group with my post, you know I'll rock in the socket. But remember y'all, Legion it lives with a passion. From a man in the shadows, ayo, the SoySauceAssassin. So cut it, light it, love the smoke from your region. After all we connect, it's through the power of Legion.
Alright, hey guys, Tony the SoySauceAssassin, running very late. You can see I didn't even get my hoodie on. I'm like this cold. I'm like, oh, I finally found my hoodie, and I couldn't even put it on yet. Couldn't do it fast enough. So, anyway, we have our semi-usual night crew, I think. And what was it? I think Matt is traveling today. Wasn't it today? Or something like that. Anyways, we have our night crew and me. And we won't have Discord today because, like I said, I was running late. I didn't turn it on. So I turned that off. Alright, so today, first thing first, let's talk about what we're smoking. I know a lot of people already had like a regional meet today. I think was that a PM regional meet today? So a lot of people already have like pre-game, game 2, game 3, game 5, game 25 going on already. So yeah, and I'm about to have my game 1, and today the random draw turns out to be this A Fuente, Arturo Fuente, DC Personal Reserve NT.
You're doing a drawing?
No.
No. He just drew a random cigar out of his
Oh, I thought he was doing a random drawing.
bathroom.
Live today. My bad.
You know, I should, but then like, here's the thing though. Like, even if I do random drawing, wouldn't make sense because recently the things that I make, I give them out for free. So, you know, that's what's going on lately. You know, I'm making a lot of little stuff, and then, you know, either I send it to Michael or send it to Tim, have them give them out for free. Literally, that's what happened recently.
Yep, lots of stuff went out with coffee. Holy moly, lots of stuff got thrown in there.
Right, so coffee is going out. What's that? The poker chips going out. I made another test batch of the poker chips. Different material. It's gotta be a clay composite, so it will be lighter than these. But because they're lighter, but because they're composite, they have that shiny look to it. I don't know. We'll see. The draft's supposed to come next week, and you guys already saw the pin. The Team Orange pen. That one, I'm just gonna send a bunch to Michael, and Michael should choose a specific cigar that tastes like citrus and include with that.
Yes, I love it.
Right? You know, it'll be free, so everybody just have to go get some cigars and have it shipped to you. You know, it's the same idea as the buttons, right? So kind of a pay to play, but not really, because you know. It is still free.
Freaking sellout.
I know all your shout outs. You know.
Michael's a freaking sellout. That's right. If you want to buy stuff, I will sell it to you.
I know all your shout outs. Like when I'm like, you know, good thing I don't get checks. You know, I don't get my paycheck, so you know you can't call me shout outs.
And when Michael got like all those Hashimoto buttons, he was wondering if he would ever get rid of them.
I was gonna put one on my hat today, and I literally was running late, so I didn't even get to do that.
But you can do it now.
You can do it now.
Oh, a whole entire bag of it is upstairs, so I had to run upstairs. But before I do all that, let me just get the cigar going, okay?
James just want to get another picture.
No, I got a photo.
I did have a picture, you know, of Brendan last week. Let's see if I can put it up. You know, I had Brendan doing ballet.
That was pretty good. I mean, his daughter was teaching him all about it, man.
I like
There you
that.
go.
ballet, Brendan, right here.
Uh-huh.
So
I love it.
we'll see.
Brandon's got his hands full, man, with his daughter. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Looks
I
more
think
like
she's
he's
smarter
giving
than he
away. Yeah.
I think she's smarter than he is.
You know,
Yes.
she is brought up correctly. At least she has some manners. She's like, Dad, stop being so mean. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at least she recognized that her dad was being mean, right? Hey, it could have been worse. She could be like, yeah, Dad, you're right. They're assholes. You know. It was, Dad,
Yeah.
stop being mean. Don't be so mean. That's correct. That's how we do it.
Why are you so mean to everybody, Dad?
Why are you so mean to everybody? Yeah, exactly. You know, don't be so mean. It's so cold in here. Oh my god.
It's nice out here. 70 something. Beautiful.
It's really warm in my office right now too. So.
I don't even know what it is. But we'll call it 67. Sure.
And it's only relatively cold outside. So.
Relatively.
Outside
Yeah.
for my house is inside. There's an entire line of huge icicles like this big, this long outside my house. Like my wife was like, that would be really funny if somebody come visit us, death by icicle, because it just falls down and kills us.
You got a draft problem though, Tony.
Hmm?
There's a problem. If you're in your basement and it's that cold, you got a problem. Some kind of problem you got to fix.
What are you talking about? The basement is underground. It's cold down there.
No, it's supposed to be 70 degrees down underneath.
No. Not when outside has like 2 feet of snow piling in your front yard.
No, you gotta have some kind of draft. You got some kind of draft thing going on. I bet.
No, Albert, when it's winter, it's freaking cold.
Yeah, over here the ambient temperature is 20 degrees, and you want the ground to be 70?
Ambient temperature underground, but stays pretty much the same. I mean,
I think Albert think that I live near the Earth core, so it's like, you know, near the magma, so I'm hot. Yeah. No, this is where Earth freezes. Okay, this is where Earth freezes.
That's
Very,
how much
very cold. And I don't have draft problem. I just don't have an actual heater in the basement.
Okay, well, get you a heater, man.
No, I didn't install one. I have portable heaters, but I just don't have one of those like, you know, baseboard heater or something like that down here. All right, so
that's something you might need.
let's talk about cigar a little bit. You know, A Fuente. You know, everybody, when you enter the cigar world, right? When you look at like, oh, what is the best cigar out there? I want to know, because that is pretty much the dumbest thing to do. I can tell you that for sure. As an entry-level smoker, you look for the best cigar out there, you are gonna be disappointed, right? First, you gotta find the Fuente. You gotta find the A Fuente. You gotta find the Padrones. You gotta find the obviously Plasencias, Davidoff. You gotta find all those, and you gotta realize none of them make cigar for you.
Wait.
Right? No, none of those brands make cigar for you because all of those cigars are at least medium to medium plus.
Burnett smoking a cigar?
So what?
Yeah, well, yes and no.
Look, if
Yes
you
and no.
can't take the horse to the camel, you bring the water to the camel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
That makes perfect sense.
You can't take the horse to the water, you bring the water to the horse.
8 cents
I
to Tony.
connect with my husband, y'all.
Works for us.
There you go.
Done.
Yeah.
So since you find those cigars and then you realize that, oh, I'm gonna buy the best cigar, because like you'll think that, you know, if you're eating food, you want the best Chinese food. So you go buy the best Chinese food, and you're not gonna get sick eating the best Chinese food, right? You know, you're like, okay, instead of buying a $10 General chicken, I'm gonna go buy a $100 General chicken. I'm gonna eat the best of the best. And you go get a $100 General chicken, and the worst thing that's gonna happen is your wallet missed $100, right? But those people who's like, I gotta get the best of the best, first time smoker, goes out there, go to Davidoff, get what is the best cigar out here that I can smoke, and they're like, oh, we have the Royals. Oh, well, $100 is a little too much. Well, $100 too much, but you know, this one is really good. You can either try the Yamasa or you can try the late hours. Well, somebody tried the late hours. As an entry-level smoker, you are gonna get sick. You are gonna get sick really quickly, right? And let's say if you didn't choose that one, you're like, oh, you know, Yamasa looks red, I don't like it, but that one right next to it, the Oscuro looks really cool. Well, the Davidoff Oscuro looks really cool, but it will get you sick really quickly too. You realize all the the high-end cigars are all not meant for everyone. Even if you can afford it, it's not meant for everyone.
All right, so the question I have, Tony, someone who's selling Davidoff, would they be that clueless about selling to a new person?
No, but here's the thing. The question is that's the question though. If somebody goes to your store and says, "What is the best cigars you have?" You're not gonna say, "Are you entry-level smoker?"
Yeah, because that's well, depends.
Because
I mean, you wouldn't
here's the
there'd
thing.
be a conversation right afterwards. There'd be a conversation.
Here's the thing. Davidoff don't make mild cigars. Period.
Okay. But there'd have to be a conversation beyond that.
Yeah,
You don't
their starting point is medium. Their starting point is medium. And they expect that people who goes in there, even if you can smoke that, let's say you're a beginner, you start off at medium and work your way up from there.
And they could probably do that. You could probably put a new smoker on a medium cigar, and they could probably handle that.
All right, so it depends. It depends what, and obviously different salesperson, or if you even have conversation with the person, right? A lot of people go to a store and never have one word with the person that's selling the cigar. Like, don't tell me you don't know those guys. Walk into the store, first thing, walk into the humidor, like if he knows what they're talking about, and just look over and pick up a few one that looks good, and go pay as if they knew everything, but they never talked to the guy. And that will be the best. That would be the worst choice, right? The best choice was going there. Hi, how you guys doing? And say, what you guys have good, good here? What to offer? Anything I haven't tried before? I like medium. Blah 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 blah. That's usually the best ones, right?
Now, here's a newbie question: what is the most expensive cigar you have? That's a newbie question there.
Well, yeah, that will be bad one. That will be a bad one.
Well, that's a clue that you're a newbie.
Yeah, that or walking in.
Well,
and
not
going
necessarily.
down.
Not in Davidoff, though. Not in Davidoff. The reason I would say it's not in Davidoff is because there's a lot of travelers that will go to New York and go in there to buy it for other people. They don't smoke at all, period. So they go in there, what is the most expensive cigar you carry? And that looks good. They will just give you whatever. I mean, literally, the Davidoff that I go to tell me a story about an Asian guy with his son go over there, bought like 10 cases of the Oro Blancos, like the box, the entire box, so 10 of them.
God damn.
He bought, and they bought so much, they were like, hey, here you go, here's one for you too. He literally took one out for the salesperson and said, hey, smoke with me.
Wow.
They don't care. They just buy them. There's people that go to that store. Literally, I was there when that happened. Comes in the store, first thing says, I just want Honduran cigars. What's your Honduran cigars?
Michael's like, do they shop online too?
Right?
They can buy everything.
They walk into the store, the only thing they wanted to know is which one is the Honduran cigar. That's it. I don't care. And it's funny because Davidoff carry majority Honduran cigars.
Right.
So it's like, oh yeah, these are Honduran cigars. They just go in there and just like boxes, 2 boxes of that. They don't care. So when it comes to shops like those in the touristy area, what's the most expensive cigar you carry wouldn't be a newbie question.
Yeah, no, a good newbie one is usually, I know you're not allowed to
Would be in the cigar stores at
This is
Albuquerque.
what, that's when you say, hey, let me bring you to these Gurkhas.
You're supposed to make a repeat customer, not like turn them off forever.
Yeah, I mean, what a newbie question would be going there. Can I get a cigar for free, just to try?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's not like yogurt, right? I can try one.
A newbie question in practically every cigar store except the Davidoff store would be, what's the most expensive cigar you got?
Or do you guys have any Cubans? Be like, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
shut
have
up.
any Cuban would be the newbie question. I think do you guys have any Cubans?
Oh, yeah.
Will be definitely a newbie question. Because
I
if
know
you
you're-
smoke for any
I know you're
amount of
hiding
time, you
them
would
from
know.
me in the back. Yeah, I know you're hiding them from me in the back. Where's the Cuban?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not the cop. You know, you can sell it to me. One of those. No, yeah, that will be one newbie question. You go in there and say, hey, you know, do you guys carry any new Cubans? And they're like, really? No, we don't sell any Cubans here, right? So that will be a newbie question. But like, I feel like a lot of people who started out new don't want to show that they're new. So they will go to a cigar shop, not wanting to be viewed as new.
Right.
And just start picking on cigars that just looks good or pricey, right?
Yeah, or the band looks pretty. I want that one because the band looks cool.
Or I do that.
That was me.
Right? But like, you know, that will be something that they do, right? And then they'll pick it up and go home and smoke it, and they'll get sick and they will never smoke it again.
Yeah, see, and for me it was the opposite. I went in and I was like, okay, I've got $20 in my pocket. How many cigars can I get for that $20? Cool, JM's Dominican, $2.75 each, sold.
How many of those you smoke?
They're actually, I really enjoy the JM.
Not bad. They're not bad, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, the little package, the little seal pack.
No, they were Toros. I mean, they come pre-punched and everything because they're $2.75 mixed filler and everything, but they're not bad. They were Toros. The JM Dominican were good. They had a Connecticut, and then they've got a Sumatra, and the Sumatra is actually not too bad at all.
Yeah.
Tim, your volume is kind of low. I'm having trouble hearing you. Am I the only one where you guys can hear Tim okay?
Is that better?
No.
Put it close
There. Now I'm going to be loud. Is that better?
Put it closer to you. Yeah.
You sound like you're in a closet.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're muffled.
Yeah, I'm trying to use a different microphone on my phone, and that's why.
There you go.
Is that loud or is that better now?
No. Has no change.
No?
No change
I
at all.
can hear you fine.
Well, then it's Tony's fault. Thank you, Martine. I appreciate it. You can hear me. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can- your volume's louder, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's,
I'm going to leave it there.
Martine's the only one that has an echo chamber on his head.
Here, well then I'll pull it way back here and I'll just yell for the whole show.
You know what's really funny is when you pull it back there, I can still hear you the same volume.
Yeah.
It's because he started speaking louder. Duh.
That's
I
what I
think
yelled, Tony.
I feel like you're actually not using that microphone. You're using the one on your ear.
I don't have it on my ear. I've got a splitter going in.
Try to mute that microphone and talk. Literally just that microphone. Oh yeah,
Nope.
it is muted. Okay, never mind.
He's not talking. He's like moving his lips but not talking on purpose.
I was pulling a Brandon.
So Daniel last year was the one that asked about the cigar last time, right? About Monte Cristo Classic.
Who asked? Who asked?
What
No, it was
cigar?
was one of the this is the new guy, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was asking about the Monte number 4s, I think, right?
Or number two or number 4.
Number
I think
two.
Number two.
Number two.
Number two,
Monte
right.
Cristo Classic number 2.
Yeah.
That's
The
the
torpedoes.
funny part because I thought he was looking for the same kind of flavor, and then Brendan comes in and just recommend every single easy cigars, right? All the everyday
Yeah.
you can smoke anytime cigars.
He
And I
backed
was
up
like,
exactly what I said
he
for
asked
him to
for
try.
he asked for a Dominican Dominican with a Connecticut wrapper. You guys go
Well-
like the Dominican
well, all the-
Nicaraguan.
Well, that's the problem. Is like if you're looking for the same flavor, you're not going to find it.
Yeah, but like at least a similar wrapper or a binder.
Well, and he's
and
he's
filler.
talking boutiques. He's talking boutiques are specifically made to be different and stand out.
Yeah, well, I understand that. The funny part is that because he listed pretty much every single one of them that has ignoring what their filler and binder was, and I was like, somebody asked you for fried rice and you give them like bibimbap, like nasi goreng and everything. They're all rice, but they are different.
I don't think anybody knows what you're talking about, Tony.
No.
No.
Wait, you guys don't know what nasi goreng is?
Is that like white rice or brown rice?
Nasi goreng is just fried rice from like Thailand.
Or is it Mexican rice?
No, it's fried rice, but they use a shrimp paste to season it. That's what's called nasi goreng.
Oh, I didn't see the comment on the screen. Yeah, okay, that's why you were bringing that up. Awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, basically every country has their own fried rice or rice dish, and that was like somebody asked you for fried rice, you came out with a bibimbap, which is Korean, or like nasi goreng, which is Thailand, you know, and you know, so on.
See,
That's why I
Tony,
thought
what I've noticed about people a lot, even if they are like they've been smoking cigars for a while, a lot of times when they're asking, they're like, "Hey," I'm not saying Daniel specifically, but I'm saying like people will be like, "Hey, I want a Dominican cigar." Most of the time, they're just thinking about because they see it's rolled in the Dominican Republic, so they're like, "Oh, it's a Dominican." They don't think about what the blend is, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think either way, even if you choose any of those, they gotta like it because that's what we smoke recently a lot, and you know, they're good price range too. But I mean, I can't even say good price range because I feel like so weird because I usually say, hey, Davidoff is a good price, it's a good cigar, you get what you pay for. But like at the same time, you can enjoy an $8 cigar, $10 cigar, $12 cigar, right? You could. So I mean, and I can't even say for those that's good price because they are good price regardless what cigar it is at that price range. Like if I can buy a cigar under $30, it's a good day. Right. So, and that's pretty much like the price range of A Fuente, maybe some Padrones, right? And small amount of that stuff.
Ashton.
So
Ashton don't break 15. Ashton are usually under $15.
So what was the reason for this conversation to begin with?
You know, I just thought about when it comes to like I thought about back then when I first started cigar, like smoking cigar, right? And I thought about, you know, what does people do first thing when they start cigar? They go in there and try to find the best thing their money can buy instead of the best thing that's suitable for them. Right? I mean, I think that's a true statement. Instead of finding what the best thing suitable for you, you find what the best thing your money can buy. And that could be either or. That could be that could be either you try to buy as much cigar as your money can buy you, or you try to look for the best cigar your money can buy you at that day, the first time.
If we had a voting thing, James and I would vote different on that. So.
Wow. I was just wondering what else is out there. So, okay.
We need a voting panel.
There is a voting function on this thing. There is a voting function on this thing. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Like, you know, I don't know if you know, you guys did the same thing. But like when the first day you went to a cigar shop after you have tried your first cigar or something like that. You gotta buy your own. You gotta spend your own money to buy your first cigar. You usually
I was honest. I was honest because my first cigar was actually a Monte Cristo Classic, and then the next time I went in there, I was like, "Hey, I've tried this, and I enjoyed the experience. What can you give me that's not gonna like kick my ass and make me throw up?"
Yeah,
that's it. No, Michael's got it. That's it. That's what most people come in. That's what in my experience, most people come in not wanting to get sick over them. So they're looking for something that's not going to make them sick.
But here's the thing, though, Albert. Michael is talking about someone that already know that cigar can get you sick.
No. People know, man. People know.
Oh, yeah, you'll be surprised how many people don't know cigar will get them sick.
Yeah, they do.
People without even smoking, they'll know.
You learned as kids that cigars make you sick, okay? I mean...
Yep.
Yes,
I didn't know cigar can get me sick.
In America, we teach our kids that it might make you sick.
No. Here's the thing. Especially cigarette smokers, we don't know cigar will get you sick.
Okay, well,
that is a common punishment in the United States when they catch the kids smoking cigarettes is to give them a cigar and make them smoke that cigar until they get sick.
Maybe at your generation, my generation, people who smoke cigarette would never know that tobacco can get you sick, period. Yeah. You can go pack after pack and not feeling a thing.
I got a whole pack of GPCs and a cigar. I got real sick for a couple days.
Woo. Right? I don't know. Like Martin used to smoke cigarette, right? No?
No, fuck no.
I did.
Who used to smoke cigarettes? Who used to smoke cigarette can kind of agree with me that you like when you smoke cigarette, you never feel sick. Cigarette alone.
When you're young, you do, because when I had a cigarette when I was like 12 years old, I did.
Well, maybe first time you gotta choke on it, of course. You gotta get sick on it. But I'm talking about once you start smoking it and you're used to it, you literally don't know
If you have
you'll get
smoke a
sick.
pack or two, right, one after another one, you'll get sick too.
Oh yeah.
When I go to a Chinese, dinner or something like that, we go pack after pack for hours.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when you're 12-year-old kid, you get forced to smoke one cigarette after another, a whole pack. Well, you'll get sick.
Yeah, I don't even know what getting sick was with the amount of cigarette that I was going at. We don't know. And literally the first time I smoked a cigar, I got sick. My first cigar was a Romeo y Julieta.
Wow.
Only your batting average is not very high today.
Yeah.
First time I tried dip, I got real sick. Let me tell you.
So I mean, yeah. See, Sherry say I smoke cigarette, never felt sick. When you smoke cigarette, you don't know. I mean, the chemical is making you not feeling anything, right? So I don't know.
Yeah,
Especially if you're chafing and you have menthols.
Menthols when you have like an itchy throat or like an inflamed throat, you're not feeling well.
See, like when I was
don't start off with a pack an hour on cigarettes, okay?
Hey, when I was like 19 or 20, whatever it was, we smoked like 30 Black and Milds one night. Oh, I hate the smell of those to this day, dude.
Marlboros, Mild 7, Paramount,
Paramount.
So,
that's like a chick cigar or chick cigarette.
Right?
well, there's lighter ones and there's not lighter one. Like if you go Mild 7 and Paramount, they smell good. So people are less likely to say, hey, you smell really bad from cigarette. So
did you go to Virginia Slims after that, Tony?
No.
Probably did.
I think the worst one I ever ever tried. Worst one I ever tried was Camel.
Camel wide, no filters, baby. That's where you get it right there.
That's like the cheapest ones you can get, and then it tastes like crap. So, but then I smoke a lot of Japanese brand and Chinese brand cigarette because they kind of smell good. They smell like some sort of incense or something like that. But they kind of smell. They have like the cedar wood smell to it. Believe it or not, it has cedar wood smell to it. So I don't know. At that point, it was good. My first one felt so good. It was hooked from the first cigar. Yeah, some people would. I mean, I didn't go smoke a cigar for the right reason. I guess that's one of those things. Like some people go to try their first cigar because it was something worth celebrating. They were with a friend or something like that. My first cigar, I was on my own. I was like going around, pick up a cigar, come by and start smoking it.
Yeah, I was with my buddy and he's like, hey, you want to try a cigar? We're up in Phoenix. I was like, sure. I was like 20 years old. That was the coolest thing in the world.
Everything that's wrong about smoking cigar.
Tried to inhale it, licked it.
I tried to cut the cap. I cut the entire cap off.
Did you tap the ashes?
That's beyond the fact. But then I cut the entire cap off. I cut the cap off, the entire cap, right? And I tried to smoke it by inhaling it.
Oh.
Okay, and the cigar wasn't lit all the way, because I thought it's just like cigarette. Even if you don't lit all the way, you'll eventually catch up. And I just didn't let it all the way, and literally it was like burning fume going on, right? I tap every 3 seconds.
When you were done, did you snuff it out?
No.
Fucking.
That's the thing. I didn't even get to do that.
That would be the total right there. Yeah,
no, but I didn't even get to do that because I literally did not finish the cigar.
Dude, when I'm at a lounge, I want to say something so bad to people when they do that. I'm watching them. I'm like, oh, please stop.
It's bad.
Right? I didn't finish the cigar. I vomit, furiously. Like literally was shooting out. And that literally
exorcist.
Martine can relate to that. It's okay.
And then literally passed out for the next 4 or 5 hours. I can't remember.
Vomiting everywhere, taking naps,
Oh,
yeah.
Shut up, Mike.
I was literally passed out with vomit still on my mouth, like that. That was my first experience of cigar.
Hey, whoever for this year's Secret Santa gets Martine, send him nothing but Warhead 6 and Punch Diablos.
Oh my god. I will die, man.
Martin just had to use some like video editing magic. Nobody ever know.
Isn't there a
No,
cigar
I
called
don't use. No, for that I just leave that shit in. It's funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I died laughing when I saw it.
So yeah,
Dude, I'm not. That Diablo is really strong. I don't like it. I don't even think it tastes good.
I surprisingly did like it. I thought it was good.
So
See,
today,
I gotta try another one.
today my wife watch a show on Netflix. Alright? It's called Vincenzo. It's about this Korean who happens to be an Italian mob family member. Goes back to Korea to deal with some issues. In the very first like 5 to 10 minutes, he literally did the very mafia thing. Go to negotiate, give you an offer you cannot refuse. The guy refused to burn the entire vineyard down and went back. Saw the second in charge, Fabio was the godfather. Fabio's son, they were talking, and Fabio was smoking a cigar. And that happened while I was walking around trying to get dinner done and stuff like that. And she's like, hey, look, this guy is smoking a cigar. It's really thin. I was like, is he smoking a Lancero? She's like, just very thin. You're just very, very thin. And I walked by and he was smoking something like it's a Maduro colored unbanded cigar. And I was like, oh no, that's just like a Robusto. And then he squished the cigar onto the ashtray.
So bad.
Somebody getting growled at.
And I was like, that's bad. That's something that we never do. That's like disrespectful. Then guess what my wife said? My wife said, well, do you see this guy talking respectful to this guy? He looks very disrespectful to me. I was like, I would think, people in Italy, especially like, a mobster or something like that, they would have respect for good things. And they would not squish that. He was really going at it. Like, there was like a 3-second going at it. Just literally crushed that cigar in there. I was like, oh my god. This show is on my, shit list from now on. But it turns out the show was actually pretty good. It was less serious than that. It was a love comedy. So, it was funny.
So how many glasses do you have to order?
How many? I have like 30 something. I had to order a minimum. I can't remember how much was it.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. What was the minimum?
Yeah, so we have about, I think the total order was like 20 from me. People who asked. I think I have 20. So, but I don't mind to keep the rest, so I'll just keep the rest. So, Joe asked, what's it called? It's called Vincenzo. Like Vincent with a Z-O at the end. Vincenzo. On Netflix. So it is Korean and Italian and English in there. It's really weird, but it's actually pretty funny.
How do you guys find these strange shows?
Yeah, right.
They're not strange. I'm Asian, so obviously, when Asian people are in the show, they show on the news, and then we just look for it.
Okay.
So I mean, even though it says Netflix original, Netflix really didn't make those. They purchased the right to those and then put it as Netflix original.
Oh yeah.
But then those were aired in like Korea and regular TV. So, like a regular TV show, those regular channels. So it's
like
not
Trailer Park Boys. It's a Canadian show, but Netflix bought the rights to it.
Like we watched another show with the same guy in there talking about like space junks. Yeah, space junk. So like they're talking about in the distant future, we have so many space junks that flying around, all the decommissioned satellites and all that stuff. It's destroying everything in the space. It's junks, and then Earth resource has run out, so they actually built a space station living area in the space, and there's actually a job from the Earth people is to fly the space carrier to pick up those junks, so those things don't fly into those settlements. Which makes sense, you know. With all this thing, we just keep sending out to space. They never go. They stop working. They still orbit. They don't stop. So
Blame Elon Musk.
So my question is, what was the point of them just landing that rover on Mars?
to pick up pictures and samples.
Right. Like why? Like I don't understand what their obsession with this is. Like I just don't. I will never get it. They're like, oh, there used to be water there. Okay, who cares?
Well, that's the thing, because the goal for space exploration is to find the next habitat good enough for human to live in.
Well, right, but we already know that Mars is too far away. It'll be too cold from the sun.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem, you can always generate heat using energy, right? If there's enough source for energy.
Yeah, that's what Texas did.
Saw what happened there, right?
That worked well, didn't it?
Right, because all the other places even more frozen and further away than Mars. I mean, Mars at least you can fly there in the distant time. Like, you know, if
well, it has to do with distance. It's just far enough that it's like this is a further distance. So they're working out how to do it.
Plus, it has to be big enough. It cannot just be a little moon, right? So it has to be big enough.
Yeah.
This my thing is like I'm wondering.
It takes 7 months to get there.
Right.
7 months to get there is like it's better than never.
See, I was watching a thing. I forgot what it was. I read an article. I don't remember. They were talking about like sending the first people to go explore Mars. They said they were figuring, because you never know what would happen. It could be up to a 5-year round trip.
That's a long
Holy
time.
cow!
Yeah, I was like, what? That's kind of odd.
The problem is that if you send somebody over there and something really happened,
They're
cannot
gonna die.
get there quick enough to save them. They're done.
Right. So that's you would have to go into that knowing that you're probably gonna die.
Yeah, and who wants to eat that food for 5 years?
Hey, they have some really good stuff. You know, one pack of ramen costs 250,000. That's good stuff. Okay?
What all you get?
5 years of it, yeah.
5 years of drinking Tang? Hell yeah!
You know,
That's what we all want, right?
So what you ought to do, Tim, is create some turbojet coffee for them.
oh yeah,
There you
space
go.
level.
There
You
we
gotta
go.
be space level. You
Freeze
know?
dried.
Well, and freeze dried and turbojet, we've kind of got it. We'll just call it the rocket booster. And
There we
you
go. There we go. Rocket booster with extra caffeine. You know, no sugar. You know, it'll be have to be done right though. You know, we all don't like instant coffee, so it has to be done right.
Yeah, you can't do drip
And-
rub.
And it'll be guaranteed to keep you regular.
Yeah, coffee beans mixed with kidney beans, you know. So
Oh yeah, they will keep them regular that way. yeah,
Yeah.
they will keep them very regular.
turbo booster, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, just think about like something like Apollo 13, something small like that, and we cannot go save them. You had to you had to create this thing for yourself right now, because you're just gonna die if you don't, right?
Yeah,
So,
they'll be like, yeah, we screwed up.
like
who's
they
next?
don't have room for that. I mean, just think of it this way. Didn't today there was a United Airline flight that had to emergency land because one of the engine blew up in mid-air?
It happens.
Yeah, literally there was picture of those engine shrapnels and the front ring of that engine landed in somebody's right in front of their house.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was no joke. Yeah. Let's do some picture sharing. Like if I just search for United Airline right now, I'm pretty sure I can find it. Here we go. All right. I know it's not preferred
Yeah, it
news
was
channel.
up in Denver.
What is this?
It was in Denver.
Yeah, it's in Denver.
Yeah, it was in Denver.
It landed in Denver, or
It dropped.
originated in
The
Denver?
engine
It
dropped in
took off
Denver.
from Denver and yeah, it took off from Denver and they had to turn around and land. They were going to Hawaii, but the engine malfunctioned on takeoff.
That
So-
could have been bad.
You know, so those people who didn't look it up. There you go. Look at how big that ring is.
Wow. Yeah, jets don't glide well.
No.
They
Yeah.
fall really well.
Yeah.
When I first saw this and I didn't look at the title, and I was like, wait, did the UFO just land at someone's house?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, right?
That could kill somebody. If you happen to be a friend, yeah, and says, hey, look, it's a bird. No, it's Superman, and then go dead.
Tony was like, "No, the Martians are pissed. We just landed on there. Now they're coming. Son of a bitch."
But that will kill somebody. and then they took a few pictures of some of the shrapnel landed in like a baseball field and stuff like that. It was crazy. Like that could have killed somebody. So crossing United off my list to fly 2021 me.
Yep.
I actually fly United, so I mean, they have a video of the flight keep going and the engine was just on fire while they were flying. But they landed safely. You know, they just have a lot of insurance payout to do for you know, property damage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's normal. It's only normal, right? It's only normal. So yeah, I mean, today had a lot of, you know, watching shows, and I was thinking, and I thought about, you know, when I first started cigar, because like sometimes when you figure out, when you look back in time, like right now I'm looking back, like when I'm driving, I listen to music from the 90s. I was like, holy shit, it has been 30 years already. You know? So when you look back how long you smoke cigar, you're like, wow, that has been a long time. You know, it's been like 7-8 years already.
Mm-hmm.
14 years this year.
9
Right.
years.
So you're like, and then you look back like how you smoke cigar today versus when you first starting to smoke cigars. That makes you feel like, wow, what a difference, right? And you remember like when you first smoked cigar, you're like, I don't taste anything but tobacco,
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Me.
20 years ago for me.
right?
Damn.
You know, every cigar tastes the same. I don't taste anything but tobacco. It was enjoyable, but I don't taste anything.
Tim, how old are you? 38?
Only- Yeah, I'm 38.
But see, back then I even knew that whether I liked the cigar or I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
So it
There's
was a
still like a minor difference, right? Like that you can pick out.
So what
And
changed?
you still kept it up, Martin. You
It
still
was
kept
a
it up.
no.
But then
He's
that wasn't
still
changed for
fine.
Martin. Martin's still like either he doesn't like it or he likes it.
Yeah.
He
Right.
just had to figure out what color crayon it was as he got older.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, and I was thinking about that. It's like, and I remember there was one period of time where I only buy like the high end, whatever that's on the magazine cigar.
Yeah.
Like if I don't see a poster on it about it, I probably won't buy it.
There's still a lot of people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? I
A
would
lot of
think
the
it's a
points, right?
similar situation with food, right? You know, when you go to food or when you go to smoke cigarettes and stuff like that, the one with commercial or advertisement, it's almost a way of saying that there is a guarantee of quality because they can afford to advertise.
But just think, Tony, all the shit you've learned in the past 2 years, man, you've really grown a lot in your cigar smoking.
No, I
Everything
didn't.
you've learned from us.
No, I didn't.
You have too. You've branched out. You've tried
Yeah.
other brands. That
Well,
you
no,
didn't
no, it's
try.
not. It's not like I never try other brand. I try quite a bit of different cigars, right?
Yeah, but you opened yourself up to the wisdom of the Legion, and we brought you along to where you are today.
You're
No,
like,
it's
hey,
quite
I don't
different.
have to smoke $30 cigars all the time. I can smoke an $8 cigar and it's just as good. This is nuts.
No, Michael,
know,
that's
man.
because I have no income. 2020.
We averaged you out, Tony. We
You know-
normalized cigar smoking.
For me, I mean, I can always smoke whatever cigar on my private time, right? Like, I still smoke Davidoff, not as much. That's because I didn't go out and buy them. I literally didn't have trips that go out there and buy lots of them. Or having a good salesman that really says, hey, we have new stuff, would you like to buy it? If I have that, I'll constantly buy it. I just, every time they call me, I'll be like, give me a box, give me a box, give me a box. Like, that will happen. 2020, that didn't happen a lot, but what I found out is, not much found out, but what I realized is that if it's gotta be a daily cigar, I can still smoke whatever that I prefer, and you know, like I said before, you don't have to only smoke one brand, right? I don't always only smoke one brand. I'll buy whatever brand that you know have good box, or have good reason for me to buy them, or will taste good. And if you guys don't remember this, I hated Casa Cueva, Connecticut. And I still don't like
it's a
that
good
cigar.
one.
I still don't like that cigar. But it just happened that, you know, the past year, they fixed it with the Reserva. And I literally made a video about this, right? They fixed it with the Reserva, and I really liked it because now they up the taste, up the strength, and that was a good cigar, and that was comparable.
You don't do Coraline, Connecticut?
I don't do Coraline, Connecticut.
Have you tried one recently?
Huh? No, because
Have you
I only buy the Reserva now.
Oh, okay.
I only buy the Reserva. I literally have like $3 sitting over here waiting because.
You should try one in September.
Are they changing blend?
No, just
revisit it.
Yeah, revisit.
I did revisit. Remember Michael was selling the sampler pack? I bought the sampler pack.
Yeah.
And I smoked it, and I still didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Right? And it wasn't because that cigar wasn't good. It was because that cigar wasn't to my liking. It was too light. Right?
Why are we doing this again?
This is my first time.
Was James feeling lonely over there in Europe?
Right? But it wasn't to my liking. It was too light. It wasn't to my liking. It wasn't that it was a bad cigar. Like, if I was a beginner, that might be the cigar I smoke all the time.
That's like, it's like one of the easiest ones to turn people onto because of the price, and it's got enough flavor there where it's not like going to be boring.
I liked it.
You know, everybody have their strength that they like, or the level of taste that they like. Like, I buy Davidoff all the time. Whenever I see my brother, I give him a whole bag of Davidoffs. Right? Like, literally, there's probably like $1,000 worth of Davidoff in there. But last time I went over there with a short stack, he's like, bro, next time just bring me these.
Quality.
He's like, just bring this. I like how much flavor this is, and not gonna get me sick. Because when he's smoking a lot of Davidoff, he gets sick, and he had to work. He had to get sick while he's working. You know, when you work in a car dealer, you don't have so much time, right, before the next delivery. So you have to pump those cigars really quickly if you decide to smoke cigar. So he will just like really just take long draws, and then just keep going at it for the next 10 minutes until he finishes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then he'll go back to work. And he will go back to work. Yeah, he's gonna feel sick every time. So he's like, you know, these are not expensive. I don't feel bad. I like to smoke them. They taste good. I'm not gonna feel sick. Bro, just bring me this the next time. Nothing else with this.
So I think red shirt wins tonight.
That's right.
What wins?
Red shirt gang.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, there's 3 of us got red shirts on.
And gray and black tie.
Oh, you said richer. I thought you said richer. I said, who's richer?
I don't know.
Dick. That's
1,
Dick.
2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 to 3.
Is it? Yeah, we have gray and black. So.
That's the socialist way of thinking about it, there, James.
Oh. But.
Trying to combine all the people.
So
yeah.
So in terms of cigars, I mean, we change our flavor profile through time, right? I think that's what it is. Like, even if you smoke really, really strong cigar all the time, eventually you feel like, hey, if I smoke something medium, it's more relaxing for my body rather than the full taste all the time. I don't know if you guys ever feel like let's say if you're someone that likes to eat greasy food, and all you eat is greasy food every single day, and you love it, it's totally fine, right? Like a full-size tomahawk steak every single day. And then one day, you just had a bowl of salad. You might not be satisfied with it, but you'll be like, hey, my body actually doesn't feel that bad today. You know, it's kind of got a day of relax from the oil.
With just greasy stuff, so.
I want to try to eat a tomahawk steak every day. I can't afford that.
I know, right? Sign me up.
You know what I mean? Like in terms of the stress that you're putting on your body when you're doing something that's stressful.
I don't know what you mean.
Right?
Smoking 6 or 7 cigars a day does get to you every once in a while.
Right.
You gotta have a day off.
And yeah, when let's say if you're smoking 8 cigars a day, and all of a sudden that one day you just have to smoke 1, and you smoke a really mild one, and your body will feel less stressed for that day because you're still taking in some stuff, right? It's not completely air, right? You're still taking some stuff, and then you get that one day of rest, and then you'll be like, I actually enjoy this level of rest to my body. Then you might go from like a full body cigar to a medium body cigar smoker, and then once in a while go to full body, right?
Well, it's like
It's
anything.
horrible.
You want to let yourself reset, because like if you're doing it every day, that many every day, you're gonna start getting burned out. You know, they'd be like Hashi, where you can't taste half the shit that's lighter. Well, seriously, like
Right.
on the lighter stuff, he can't. He doesn't get
No.
anything from it. So if he took like a couple weeks off and didn't have anything, and then came back to those, he'd be like, "Whoa, this has got flavor that I don't remember."
Yeah, maybe he should take like 2 weeks off and then have a laranja and
Yes.
see if he actually gets citrus.
Yeah, he won't do that because it'll.
No.
Then he'll have to get rid of his hashtag.
I never
life
got
would be over.
flavor from light cigars, so
I feel
I
like
never got flavor
it
from.
depends what you eat too. It depends on what you eat. You know, lately I drink a lot of coffee and tea. Like, you know, I
right.
try to change them around. So I will drink 1 day just coffee. You know, throughout the day, probably 5 or 6 cups of coffee. And the next day I will drink probably 20 cups of tea, because one tea you can just rebrew many times. I should probably have a 20 cup of tea. But when I do that, the next day, which will be Wednesday, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday again, I feel like I taste the cigar more because I'm smoking less during the day and I was drinking liquid. Try to wash that out. So,
Yeah,
you know,
I haven't had a cigar since Wednesday, and lighting up today, I was like, oh, that's a little different.
because right now I'm smoking this cigar right now. I get a lot of taste, a lot of flavor, a lot of woodiness, a little bit pepper, a little bit of leather, a little bit of earthiness, even a little bit of like bongier. But usually, if let's say if we do this regular stuff, like, you know, I'm just smoking every single day, all I will taste probably is pepper and wood.
Okay, so Martine, here's a question for you.
Yep.
Okay, so when you first started doing your reviews, it was like Dr. Pepper all the time. Okay.
Right.
And then you were on the keto thing, so you started doing the Topo Chico.
Right.
Okay. So do you feel like what you're drinking has affected your palate when it comes to tasting?
Yes.
How so?
Expound on this.
Well, I think when you have a sugary drink, it will either enhance or I don't even know what the word is. Like, you have more flavors in your mouth that you're also getting from the cigar. And I think with Topo Chico, it kind of just neutralizes everything to where you have a clean slate. And you can pick things out in the cigar when you're because you guys know, you smoke cigars. When you're smoking a cigar, you sometimes get like an off taste that you need something to wash your mouth out. I think the Topo Chico does that, where it kind of clears all that out.
So, and I'm not asking this as a joke, but Martine, since you were doing the keto and the Topo Chico, have you found that you like more cigars than when you were drinking them with Dr. Pepper?
It's about the same.
No, I just add this though. When you're doing keto, your
taste is
tolerance
all
to nicotine is bad. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Right? You have next to no tolerance. You'll be like, usually if you smoke full body, medium will get you sick.
And we
So-
had many a times where he was sitting there, he's up sitting on the stoop.
Because you're
and he's
low
like,
on
"Oh,
sugar.
man."
You're low on sugar, and then this thing is taking away your sugar too, right?
Yeah.
So you number one, your tolerance gets different, and being on keto, your entire body gets very acidic. So when you drink Topo Chico, that actually is alkaline in nature, it actually balances out and it mutes your palate. It mutes your palate. So when you smoke, you actually gotta taste less. So on keto, smoking cigar, not good combo.
You know what's really gonna fuck your palate up and tasting the cigar right? That freaking Dos Equis right there, bro.
I love Dos Equis. What's wrong with Dos
It's a
Equis?
good beer. Nothing. It's just like it doesn't seem like a beer to me that would pair very well.
Martine, welcome back to the live show, bro.
I guess so.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I like lagers, so that's just.
I love
When I
Dos
drink beer, it's
Equis.
gotta be a
I don't
lager.
care. I love Dos Equis. Dos Equis tastes great. I mean,
Dos
I'm a
Equis,
usual
Bud
ale
Light,
drinker,
and Bud Light
but that
Platinum.
lager tastes good.
No, Dos Equis Amber is where it's at.
Yeah,
I'd
Dos
try that
Equis
one.
tastes good. So I don't care what anybody says. That's the beer I drink.
Yeah. Dos Equis, even Tecate. Tecate is pretty good.
I like Tecate and Sol.
Yeah, don't
Dude,
smoke the
Soul's
edge on
freaking
keto.
good.
So yeah, smoking anything on keto is kind of a waste of smoking because it neutralizes your taste bud. You can't taste anything, and you gotta feel
Dude,
sick really quickly.
It's like, you know the best like pre-mixed michelada that I've ever had is the freaking Modelo one.
I've never had one.
Dude, it's like it's got they put a little bit of lemon and stuff in there. Those are bomb. Like you pop the can open, they're freaking awesome.
It's interesting that this topic comes up because I actually spoke with a manufacturer this week, and they're going to be providing the cigars. I'm going to smoke the same cigar like 6 or 7 different times for a series of reviews with a different drink and see how it affects that cigar.
Cool.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
A whole lot.
And some people might not know this. If you want to taste your cigar more, put a pinch of salt on your tongue before you start smoking. It changes.
Well, it's like food. It brings the flavors out in everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pinch of
I
salt.
smoked a cigar yesterday with 2 different rums, and the cigar tasted totally different with each rum.
Oh yeah.
Because you have leftover flavor from the drink, and then you add in
Yeah,
combination.
but I mean,
with
I
smoke.
was getting notes. I was getting notes off the cigar with one rum that I wasn't getting out with the other one that I wasn't getting without the rum either. So
I've noticed that with Buffalo Trace in particular, when I smoke a Connecticut or a lighter shade cigar, and you drink Buffalo Trace, the Buffalo Trace will bring out some floral notes in the cigars.
Okay.
yeah,
So let's do this. What is the worst drink? I mean, by category, not by brand, by category, that you think is the worst pairing for cigar?
water.
No,
Water is good.
no,
Water is
there's
good.
way
Milk.
worse.
No, fruit juice. Fruit juice is the absolute
Yeah.
worst.
Or like orange juice, because it's
Orange juice is like number one of the worst, man.
yeah.
That's how Matt does it though.
Milk.
If I gotta drink
Milk.
water with a cigar, then it might as well not be drinking
That's
anything
what I
at all.
said. Milk.
Milk.
Milk is pretty bad. Unless it's like chocolate milk or something like that, then yeah, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wait, so Joe says wine. You guys say milk and juice. Milk and
I
Oh,
could
wine and cigars is delicious, depending on the wine.
Yeah,
though.
wine. Good.
That depends. Red wine and cigar doesn't go that well. I think
Now,
red wine
orange
overtakes
juice
anything.
goes really-
Yeah.
I think red wine
orange
takes
juice
over
goes really
anything.
good with cigars, okay?
White wines are okay, but red wine will just take over. Like you can't taste the cigar.
I prefer white wine.
No, you have a good Syrah. In fact, that's one of the ones that I'm going to use in it. Is I picked up
Shiraz
a bottle
kind
of
of.
Syrah. No, Syrah has some sweetness to it. Not a petite Syrah, but a Syrah. That's actually one that I'm going to use when I do my review series. If you get a sweeter one with like a Habano or a Maduro, then like a San Andreas wrapper, then actually for me it enhances it.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Joe
over-
says red wine doesn't do it for him either. I think red wine just takes over anything. Anything that you eat, even with steak, red wine will just take over that steak taste. And they're supposed to be the best combo. Red wine and steak, they're supposed to be best combo, but like they don't work for me.
I'd say like a really skunky beer, like freaking what the hell is it called? Wow, now I feel dumb. The green bottle shit. The green bottle shit. from
Heineken?
freaking
What,
Holland.
Qingtao?
Heineken.
Heineken?
Heineken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grolsch.
Heineken's disgusting.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
I will
liquid weed.
agree. I will agree that overall in category that beer is a horrible combination for cigars because it makes you burp all the time. So like it's just
Well,
like
if you're drinking like a like Blue Moon or something like that, it's got more of like a zesty kind of note to it, and it's a little weedy. You know what I mean? That would go kind of good with certain ones.
White Zinfandel is not bad. Okay, yeah, white wines are okay because their level of taste are not that crazy, right?
Yeah, but there are so many different types of red wine.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a basic, right? Like what would you ask an average person to go with the red wine? A Merlot? A Merlot will take over everything. So sweet, it will take over everything.
Yeah, Merlot or Cab would take over. Merlot for sure because of the oakiness there.
Right? So if you think
Merlot
about,
and
you know,
Cab,
what's
definitely.
average person's gotta drink? Like number one red wine is Merlot. Everybody go to a restaurant, they have at least one Merlot, and their house wine are usually Merlot. So
Yeah, the sweetness in a Chianti is good though with a cigar.
so it's like you know, I mean, if you gotta go branch out to some obviously subcategory of red wine, then sure, there are some that are good. But overall, red wine take over anything. That mutes the taste, because the grape flavor, especially after they aerated, it really rises up. You just all you gotta taste is just that dry grape taste. So.
I like fruity red wine, but not sweet red wine.
I was waiting for somebody to say that, Albert.
Say what? What did I miss?
I like Chianti and fava beans.
There you go.
With some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
So yeah, I think overall
You're
red
welcome,
wine
Michael.
will be on my least favorite pairing category. Water, I'm totally fine with water. A lot of people wish that they have water after they have some like really strong cigar, right?
Yep.
Water is okay. Seltzer water, they kind of help. They sometimes they help bring some taste out because it has a little like mineral and bitter taste to it. Kind of helps.
That's sometimes what gets me is if it's like a sparkling mineral water. Yeah, sometimes that minerality is like a little too much on the palate.
It depends, right? It depends on what. I mean, if you have, you know, sparkling water versus a seltzer water, they have different kind of bitterness. Plus, club soda is another different kind of bitterness. So it depends on the person, right? Well, Joe tried Malt Blanc and Shanty and Cabs. They don't pair well. Yeah, none of the red pair well for me. None.
I don't know what any of that is except for Merlot.
Yeah, Merlot, Malbec, Chianti, and Cabs. Malbec's a little too syrupy sweetness, so yeah, that'll
Cabernet.
take a little bit.
Cab is a cabinet, so.
Yeah.
I know wine gives me a headache.
If wine gives you a headache,
Yes, too sweet. You're drinking too sweet shit.
no. If wine gives you a headache, that means you lack
The
iron.
tannin. It's the tannins in it that'll give you the headache.
You lack iron, then you'll feel the headache. So
Really?
yeah. Either you lack iron or you have too much iron. It depends. If you can taste iron, then you lack iron. If you can't taste iron and you just have a headache, you have too much iron. You have too
What
little.
If I
What
drink
an irony.
I get a cold burn. You know.
I had to, Michael.
That's
So-
fine.
So yeah, I mean that goes to wine, beer. Like I say, it makes you burp all the time. You can't really like enjoy. You know, you always feel like there's something gonna come up. You know.
How do you
can't
get a
really-
sunburn, James, out of drinking sweet wine?
I said I get a heartburn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He gets a sunburn. He
And
gets really flush. He goes out in the sun.
Yeah, IPAs aren't very good with cigars.
Well, it depends on the cigar. There are some cigars that if it's got like that woodsy kind of flavor, like an IPA's got like that pine tree kind of flavor, it might pair well together. Because if it's like a really bitter Connecticut, that'd probably go kind of good with it.
And what else?
Because it'd bring out that cedary like bitterness.
All right, there you go. So you take two things that kind of suck by themselves and then do it, and then all of a sudden you like it.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't like IPAs. I don't like drinking like pine trees, dude.
It's kind of like gin and tonic.
I've never tasted pine tree from an IPA, so
I thought
don't like
IPAs were more of like hoppy type of.
That's what I mean. It's got like that super hoppy like
Yep.
bitterness.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
that's
bleh.
I don't like hop,
hops.
period.
Hops is
I mean,
not
the
pine
only
tree.
reason they use hop is to store it, and I don't know why people actually like hops. Like, you know,
Do
if you ever
what?
smell hop, like it smells
to
horrible.
what? To what?
Uh-oh.
Hops is the main
Uh-oh.
ingredient of beer, dude.
I know,
Yeah.
but I just don't like that flavor.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hops
You
is
didn't take
the
the,
main
you didn't take the
ingredient.
tour, Tony.
Where's Evan when you need him? Where's he at?
Right.
I know, right?
But there's different level of hops, right? Some beer doesn't really have that much hops. I mean, for you'll say that's main ingredient for beer. For Asians,
Yeah.
hop is not the main ingredient.
Hops is the main ingredient of beer, if it's beer.
What are they making? What are they using then to make Asian beer?
Bailey,
I don't know because it's not beer if it's not made
Barley?
of hops.
barley.
Barley.
Yeah, barley.
That's
Barley
not
was the
beer,
main
then.
ingredient in beer in Japan. I mean, literally,
I don't
the
know.
beer comes out, it was sweet. Like I can drink it, it was
absolutely
sweet.
Never had heard of barley beer, so
Ah,
Here we go.
You ought to get out more, James.
Yeah,
obviously,
you got to go to Japan and drink their beer.
obviously,
Or-
but
Or
Asia-
get a life.
Doesn't get out much.
well, this beer is 100% malt.
You know, either one, same thing.
Yeah, hop. You make malt out of hops too. So
Yeah, but like like it depends. When
it's
I go to
malted
the factory,
barley?
when you go to the factory, they it's mostly just barley that they're doing, and then they have the first stage, second stage, third stage. It's all sweet until later on, when they add the hops in there.
Okay, so I'll go with Scott's thing. He's talking about a milkshake and a cigar doesn't do it. What about a malt?
they make the malt out of hops.
No, I'm not talking about a malted milk. I'm talking about a malted milkshake. James, stop.
don't.
Just whatever.
Yeah, a malted milkshake and a good Maduro goes great.
That'd be bomb.
I like malted milk balls. Malt balls.
What about root? What about root
Malt
beer float?
balls.
But the Japanese malts are made out of barley, like literally. So it's sweet when they first make it, and they that sugar is getting eaten up by fermentation.
And the rest of the world uses hops.
Hey Tony, while you were upstairs, did you get your pen?
No, this is right next to my
Oh,
Belgian
okay.
fry. This is my
Shit.
favorite beer in the world, so I have at least one or two of these sitting around just for the heck of it. Yeah, I mean this is barley. I mean we don't like hops. They literally, if you go to the factory, they will tell you that the reason they add hops is some people like the crispness, and some people use it to store the beer longer. It actually extends the life of the beer. So but we do barley. So I mean, I know you're in Germany. You guys have all the king of beers and all that stuff, but hey.
Yeah,
They don't have Budweiser there.
They're the bourbon. beer.
Budweiser's gross. Dude, I
They're
hate
like-
Wait, Michael,
Bourbon
honestly,
beer.
Michael, did you honestly say this? When I say king of beer, you say Budweiser?
Well, because that's their slogan, dude.
You just lost your credibility on beer right there.
Yeah.
I don't do. Hey, I drank I drank 3 pitchers of draft Budweiser on my 21st birthday in like an hour and a half. I can't stand the smell of that shit to this day.
Because
You shouldn't have even had 3 sips of it. It's terrible.
I know. but
Budweiser,
everybody's buying
literally,
it
if
for
you
me.
just leave it open, it smells like vomit.
It's gross.
But like, yeah, I have my, I like this one because this one, it doesn't get watered down. When you do beer, they kind of squeeze it out, add more water, squeeze some more. This one is just from the first. The beer of kings.
Beer of kings.
I say king of beer, not beer of kings.
They adapted the slogan to King of Beers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
only recently.
Yeah,
It's
for the
been like
last
that for a
20
long
years.
time.
Like 20 or 30 years.
To me, that feel like yesterday. Whatever.
It's the grossest beer in the world besides like Bud Light. I mean, don't get me
I mean,
wrong.
the only people that I know.
Natty Ice.
Corona. No, Corona fucking sucks.
Natty
I
Ice
drink
is the
Corona.
worst.
I drink
Yeah,
Corona.
Natty Ice is bad, and like
drink Corona.
Milwaukee's Best, all that
Oh.
is bad.
I drink Corona because I know that I'm not gonna get drunk and sick over that. It's just so light. It's like water.
No,
But
Corona.
here's the thing, though. If you think about this, right? The only people that I know that drinks Budweiser are either number 1 college kids who just
Yep.
find them really cheap, right? Or number 2, the Mexicans that party that needs
Nope.
a lot of beer.
No.
Bud Light,
that's
bro.
Bud
It's
Light.
It's Bud Light.
Bud
It's
Light.
Bud Light.
No,
it's
the
Bud Light.
ones that I know that works in Chinese restaurants, they always just go get Budweiser.
Oh man, we'd always have like 2 or 3 or 4.
But what's
30-packs
really
of Bud
funny
Light,
is
bro.
they drink Budweiser with those Chinese teacup.
The fuck?
They don't chug like this. They just.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, I wish I had pictures, but they just dump into those Chinese teacup. When you go to Chinese restaurant, they give those white teacup. They dump in those and drink it.
No, down here we just drink a bunch of Bud Light.
Yuck.
Why would you drink Bud Light if you already, Budweiser is just as nasty?
Because I don't know. I don't know why. That's because
Bud Light is
commercials,
better than
man.
Budweiser.
Just the commercials.
tastes like aluminum cans. It's gross.
Yeah, it's bad. Hey, Martin, have you ever had the Estrella Jalisco?
I think I have once.
They're
'Cause,
actually pretty good. I enjoy them.
There was a sampler thing that Kroger does. Down here we got a supermarket called Kroger where you can actually purchase single bottles that were damaged in shipping. Like like one bottle will be damaged and they'll take like the rest of the 5-pack and like sell it to you as like singles, and you can like choose like a sampler of different types of beers.
So I just look at this. This thing expired 2015.
Drink it.
No.
Wow.
Right here, right now. Tony, you gotta do it.
Hell no. Hell, I'm not gonna
have
try to
a
get myself sick over a beer, okay? But yeah,
Bush Light? No, dude, give me like Miller High Life instead of Bush Light any day. That's right, I said that.
Come on, shotgun it, Tony.
hell no.
Hell, I'll drink Budweiser over Corona any day.
Here's the thing, I'm not even a big
Really?
beer drinker. I don't like to drink beer. I actually don't like to drink beer. I mean, I feel like if you gotta drink alcohol, drink the real thing. You know, something that's more alcohol than water. So I'm more like, if you tell me to drink a whiskey, anytime, I love it, right? If you tell me to drink white wine, sure, not too bad. Rum, fine. You know, vodka, maybe not, right? But you tell me to drink beer, but like, is that the only choice I have?
Dude, my brother, this is funny. My brother's ex-wife was from Oklahoma, lived there her whole life. And
Near
it's,
beer.
well, yeah, it's Bible Belt, everything's 3-2 or whatever, right? So she came out here and she loved Budweiser. And I was like, whoa, you got to watch yourself because this isn't 3-2 Budweiser. I'll be fine. And so she drank a 6-pack of that, man. She was hammered and had the worst hangover in the world. I said, I told you.
Wait, over a 6-pack of Budweiser?
Well, no, it's because where she's from, where they live there, they don't get anything over 3.2 unless you go to a liquor store.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like Utah. Utah, I think the highest they're allowed to have there is 5.
5% alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. You can go buy liquor and you go buy liquor in the grocery store. No big deal.
Oh gosh, when
I thought that
came over
usually
here-
that 6% were out.
4.2, so.
I've been. We got one of the distilleries here where they've got during basketball season. They call it their NCAA ale, and it's a 10-2, and so it's only a 10-ounce glass. I had they only allow you 3 of them. I had 3 of those, man. I was freaking.
Joe's like, drink it for science. Joe, I already know the result of drinking bad beer, okay?
It's okay. You'll
It's
only
not
be
okay.
sick for a little while.
You know, not only will make you sick, it will literally clean out your intestine.
Right. We're trying to help.
No,
When-
I'm
when
very
Albert-
regular. I drink the Turbo Jack coffee. They make me regular.
When
There you
Albert
go.
came over here to Germany for the first time for my wedding, my brother-in-law's just kept him wasted on fucking Bock beer.
But yeah, I don't know. Beer is not my first choice or second choice or top 5 choice of any drink to go with cigars.
Me either. Oh, thank you.
Like I will even choose. Like I always tell people, tequila is a horrible choice for cigar. Not because it tastes bad. It's because it will get you drunk really quickly.
Yeah.
Like tequila
Well, okay,
is so easy to
tequila
drink.
is like bourbon originally. It's supposed to be a sipping drink.
Yeah, the tequila. Well, but that's the thing. People take shots of tequila. I mean,
It's because they're dumb.
because
and
they're
they
that
drink
easy
Jose
to
Cuervo.
down. They're that easy to down. You will not know you're getting sick until hour after.
It's because they
Jose
drink Jose
Cuervo.
Cuervo because they're awful, man. You got to drink
They
good
need-
tequila.
They need Patron Silver.
I
Some
hate
Patron
Patron.
Silver, some La Cruz, some.
I actually
El
don't feel
Jimador,
like
which is
Patron
cheap.
are good. You know how they say Patron is like premium tequila? I actually don't feel like it's premium tequila.
You're not even the
I
Reposado.
I don't either. I haven't
None of them.
had any
I
Patron
drink
like that before.
pretty much every type of Patron that because I have a friend that collects them. They collect those gigantic bottles. So he have a lot of those, and he's just like, I just want empty bottles, so you guys drink it, and we just drink all of them. And literally, I did not like any of them.
Yeah, that used to be my drink of choice. Was Patron.
And even their añejos are very light, almost like they try to color it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not like, well, if you're gonna get a really well aged añejo, it's gonna be way more expensive than Patron is.
So I mean, there's a lot of different brands of tequila, and some of them are not that expensive. They're really, really good.
See, while Tony's out here, you got to get him some Bacanora, and he'll be fine.
But again, Patron, not Patron, tequila is not gonna be my choice because you can't get a lot of drink in. Because like if you're drinking as a drink, you're gonna get drunk really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one drink that you gotta get drunk really quickly, right? I'm okay with rum. Rum, I'm okay, right? And whiskey, I probably like the top choice. Coffee, I'm okay with tea. I'm okay with milk tea. I'm okay with some fruity drink. Cannot be an actual juice. Actual juice, you just taste the entire thing will be juice. Whatever, like if I have a cup of orange juice, whatever I eat after that, it's all gonna taste like orange juice, right? And I actually think that makes me feel sick because you gotta get something really woodsy and then you gotta get something really fruity. It kind of doesn't mix out.
Tony, ever since that night, you need to refer to your boba tea properly, and it is breast milk tea.
Look, there is no boba in here. I actually don't like to drink boba that much. I only have puddings in here. These are pudding.
Titty milk tea.
You have
These are
what
pudding.
in there?
Puddings.
What's in there?
Yeah.
Was it like
Well,
chocolate
actually,
pudding or something?
you
Or
guys,
chai pudding?
I called it pudding, but you guys call it spinach flan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what
Flan's
this is.
good.
Flan.
I don't like flan.
You don't like flan?
No.
You don't?
Come on, Martine.
I think flan is mushy and gross, man.
I love flan.
Flan's good, man.
Anybody
you
try
know,
that
I was
Steel
so disappointed.
211 beer?
Say what?
Has anybody tried that Steel 211 beer? That's a good ass beer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Steel Reserve for a second. And be like, yeah, when I was
Yeah, that
like
one.
15.
Yeah. Steel Reserve 211.
So when I came to America, I was so disappointed that when I asked for pudding, I got something else. Like the pudding here is liquidy, right? It's not solid. It's liquidy.
Hey man,
But when we call pudding in Asia, it's spinach flan with like layer
So
of
it's like
caramel on it.
it's more like it's more like a gelatin.
Yeah. So it's creamy and it's, has that little bitter taste because the burnt caramel on top. That's why we eat it. So when I come over here, I was like, can I get some pudding? I get like mush.
well, if it makes you feel better, Tony, when people go over there and they ask for pudding, they're pretty disappointed too.
Yeah.
I don't even, here's the thing. I have never eaten rice pudding before.
What?
What? That stuff's good.
I have
Rice pudding's
never
delicious.
tasted one.
Oh.
Because I like chocolate pudding and vanilla pudding, but I don't like spinach pudding.
Tony, I'll get you some more chata, man. That's like it's not pudding, but it's made with rice and
But that's the
milk
thing.
and
Like,
stuff.
I'm so
delicious.
disappointed in the pudding in the US that I will not eat anything that says pudding on it.
Rice pudding's delicious.
So like when people say, "Oh, why not eat rice pudding?" And I was like, "Is that like tapioca or some shit?" But
Tapioca's horrible. Tapioca's
I was
horrible.
waiting for that. I was waiting for
Yeah,
that.
right?
I don't get that, but that's okay.
I never could have my pudding because I wouldn't eat my meat.
So, but yeah, if you guys never tried it, I feel like pudding will actually wash out that aftertaste of cigar in your mouth a little bit when you're trying to clean out your palate. So I actually
You
like to
can't-
go with pudding.
Did you say
You can't
wouldn't
have your
eat
pudding
meat?
until you eat your meat. How can you have more pudding unless you eat your meat? You guys ever heard any Pink Floyd? Come on, man.
Pink Floyd the Wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. Not me. Not me.
Of course you haven't, Tony. You got to kill every joke, buddy.
Rice Riches, they have the crazy flavor of rice pudding. I have never tried any rice pudding, so
Try it. To just do it, Tony. It's good.
Rice
Hey,
pudding's
Tony,
good. Yeah.
Do you ever eat any spotted dick?
yeah. What about it? That's not rice pudding,
What is that?
It's a pudding.
but it's not rice
English
pudding.
Okay, well, what is it?
It's an English pudding. It's called spotted dick.
I know. What is it, though?
It's like some kind of pudding in England, man.
This old
Thanks-
man
thanks
dick,
for
okay?
nothing.
For King Richard.
So
Oh, man.
Is that raisins in it or what?
now, here's the thing, though. My expectation of rice is very sacred.
Yeah.
That I think that if I eat rice pudding, I'm gonna bitch about it all day. You'll get a whole episode of me bitching about rice pudding.
You'll bitch about everything.
Oh, Josh is here.
There you go, Martin. Hey, Michael, we could really throw him off and get him some bread pudding. He'd be like, "That's not even pudding. What are you talking about?
Bread pudding's awesome, dude.
It's amazing."
So you take all your old bread and you make pudding with it. It's freaking awesome, man.
But
Like
you
a
oughta have-
meatloaf kind of thing.
I was coming at the most awkward, weirdest conversations.
You guys
You
are
need-
really disappointed.
Well done, Josh. Welcome to the show.
Wait, Josh. Did you just say you came into a weirdly awkward conversation?
Yeah.
That's literally the entire
You You
concept
guys
of
would
the
be
show.
really disappointed if y'all go to
Yeah.
England. and pudding.
We don't ever have normal conversations here. Ever since when we have the chat, there was no more normal conversation. That's it.
And everything, Brits call everything pudding. I mean,
All right, so what about you ever have like banana pudding with vanilla wafers?
Oh yeah.
Tony?
Those
Me?
vanilla wafers.
I told you I did not eat any of. After I tasted the first pudding in the U.S., I did not taste any more pudding after that. I will not eat
Well,
anything that's
bro.
got pudding on it. I only eat spinach flan.
I think we're figuring out the menu for the 2021 meet right
Yeah.
I think so.
Good thing you guys don't decide the menu. I do.
Yeah, nobody's gonna enjoy it.
Yep, I'm out.
Spinach flan for everyone. Yeah.
No boba with actual tapioca balls in the bottom. What the hell?
Oh,
Oh,
that would have been
tapioca's
expensive.
disgusting.
That would have been expensive.
Oh, hell
to,
no.
you know, to get a whole bucket of tapioca ball.
Tapioca is
tea,
terrible.
tea, yeah.
Tapioca has no flavor. What's tapioca so so terrible for?
Just think about all the tapiocas they gotta kill in order to get.
Tapioca has no flavor.
I just like the balls in my mouth.
Oh my
We know,
God.
Martin.
That's
We
horrible.
know.
Yeah, you've been around Brandon Chapin too often.
So, for Tim, I saw the picture of those SSL blend being packed up.
Uh-huh.
Is that everybody's? Is that it?
We had one more order placed, so I've got 6 more bags that I have to roast tomorrow to go out for Monday.
Cool. So they're all going on Monday.
They're all going out Monday. Yeah, everything's packed up, ready to go.
35 bags then, huh?
We gotta wait
yeah.
for a straggler? Really?
No. You're waiting until. Shut up, Albert.
Like who's the asshole that ordered late?
Brandon.
Wait, is that Brandon really?
Brandon ordered late. He goes, "Well, am I in the winning?" I was like, "No, you didn't order by Wednesday." He goes, "Well, that's fine, because that's fine. I don't want to win anyway, so it's all good."
Yeah,
But
what
yeah.
is the point of him winning? He's like,
in his freaking thing for his samples. You know,
yeah, like he got plenty of pledge around. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna win this, so people cannot get their pledge. What, really?
Yep.
I could be mean and I could mess with you guys and just start pulling them out and smoking them, but I'm not. I won't do it.
I got 2 boxes right here. I could do the same thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that though.
I have
Customers-
one box. I have 1 box.
I should have ordered 2 boxes.
It's going to be a regular production. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Eventually.
But
And
that's-
yeah.
Give it like 6 or 8 months. It'll all be caught up and it'll be ready, available, and all that.
Yep.
But at least you guys
Yeah,
will be
you ordered-
happy I actually ordered these, so you guys will have these. So
Sweet.
yeah, we'll see how long they'll take. I think it's gonna probably take like 2 to 3 weeks before it arrive to me, but then they'll get shipped out.
That's still not too bad.
I was surprised. I opened up, the labels and everything you sent me yesterday, and I had this pretty little thing sitting in the package also.
Ah, shit.
Oh, he's part of the Gold Cup Club, bro. Yeah, dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
I figure Tim deserves a little bit of reward, because he is
Special people.
he's been working on it, on our coffee pretty hard. I mean,
You mean special people? Shut up, James.
I mean, we had to recognize this, okay? Okay, right now, Tim obviously selling us coffee, but you gotta know that during the progression of this, he had to do test blend. He had to buy product, and then he had to send it out to all of us to test it out. That costs money. So I figure, a little bit of give back is not too bad, because people had to recognize
He's over there
that.
he's stirring over his hot cauldron, Yeah.
No, seriously. How many of you actually
Yeah.
tried to sit in front of a hot pan for 10 minutes just to get 1 batch of coffee done?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, it was, and I appreciated it, Tony. That's why I sent you the message. But yeah, it was hours and literally hundreds of dollars going through the test blends, getting everything ready to go.
Yeah. So people had to recognize that he probably didn't profit much from the first batch of 36 pack. He probably just earned something.
No.
Yeah. So you
So
gotta
keep on.
have to.
You take too much shit too serious, Tony.
Yeah. I have to. I want people to know. There's always there's always expense going through whatever we're getting. And a lot of time we take it for granted because we just see the final product, right? And they don't you don't see the expense that went out just to get it happen. You know, a lot of people don't see that. They're like, oh, Tony, why is it so hard to make these? You know, these just get somebody to make it, you'll be fine. Well, this came out from after many manufacturers make it and then go, this is trash, toss it in the trash. That kind of stuff happened. You know, to get to one that say, hey, I actually liked how this came out, right? Michael went through probably countless hours just to get people to put the logo on the hat, and turns out you couldn't, right? There's a lot of.
Yeah, no, look, he fucked it up. He's got CM on his hat.
Right? Dude, going back and forth to get these just right, that was a pain in the ass. It really was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
so people don't see that, and there's actually quite a bit of expense because every time you gotta see an actual thing, you can't just trust the mock-up. the mock-up's always gotta look great, all right? But once you receive the product, you're like, what the hell is this trash? Like, that happens all the time, and the only way to do it is to buy one, right? So, you know, for Tim, he can obviously tell how coffee tastes like until you arrive to his place and test roast it.
No, he roasts just one bean at a time and then tries it together. And
Right?
then he's like, okay, this will be okay.
He snorts the bean.
A lot of those happen. I mean, for Michael, he wouldn't know how the sticker is gonna come out look like until the sticker actually arrives. Like I have a lot of test stickers over here that just looks like crap, you know. And same thing with these poker chips. Like, you know, this is the first batch, and I have to get more batches until I find one that looks good, right? And obviously, right now we're just giving these out because, I mean, we already have here. What am I gonna do with these, right? So we just.
So do you have a bunch of bad ones that we can play poker with in September?
You know, once I make one good ones, then I will feel good that everybody played a game with it. I literally do not want.
We use the old one. We use the bad ones, man.
That's why I don't want it. You know, when I play.
No, it's so when you get mad and you lose, you throw your chips. And
no, because when if I'm gonna use something, I'm gonna be proud of it. I'm not gonna use something that I you know.
Proud of it?
No, I'm not gonna use something like every time I look at it, it's like this thing looks like shit. You know,
I'll be proud. I'll be proud of losing. I don't know how to play poker. It's okay.
When Tony's making poker chips, he's all in.
Wow. There you go, four chip. That's it. That's all I have. $20 each. You know, I'm not gonna use anything that I will give you guys to use anything that I don't feel like at least there's some value to it. You know,
yeah.
I wouldn't want anybody to say like, wait, Shadow Smoke's Legion makes shit like this. You know, I don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, just the beanie, we went through like 6 different versions. The hat, I went through like crazy amount of versions. Like I have had that you guys probably don't see before.
All right, let's see it. On while you're at it, get the pen.
Well, while he's getting that, so everybody that ordered in the first initial batch of the SSL blends has the poker chip that Tony sent me in there. They've got the limited run of the SSL with the Turbojet logo sticker in there, and they've got some other stuff. So yeah, whoever made the initial orders until it runs out, you've got a couple extra things in your shipment that you didn't expect.
Man, I was hoping. Man, you should have
awesome.
spoiler alert, man.
Like nobody had this hat.
And if you win, no. And if you end up having one of the winning bags that was marked one of the 4 bags, then you'll really have something extra to celebrate in your shipment.
Right. So I make quite a bit of everything just to see how it looks like, and they don't always come out good. A majority of the time they come out like shit. So you know.
From a distance, that SSL one looked pretty good.
Which
yeah,
one?
it looked pretty good, dude. We like it.
What did you say?
I said from a distance, that the one you just showed looked really good.
Yeah, it'll be my show hat.
I didn't like it because the K looks like an H.
Okay, but it'll be my show hat. Y'all won't see it.
So, like this is why this wasn't released because the K looks like H.
Dude, I got a whole box of freaking polos and beanies and hats that look like shit. Right?
Yeah, we get those kind of stuff. When you start making those things, that's what happens. You're gonna get a box of shit. Like literally, I've used quite a bit of demo as like floor cloth and stuff like that. So because they're just crap.
Yep. Yeah, the first mugs I ordered for me for Turbojet, I mean, I didn't even go back to him and say, this is blurry, what's wrong with you? I just went on to a new company. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. This pen, I went through 3 different companies to make it because they all came out like shit. This was the only one that actually looks okay. So, and what else did we make that was kind of crappy? Like a lot of them. Yeah, I don't have an example right here at the moment, but I have a lot of those. We have a lot of stickers that didn't look well. I have a lot of hat that didn't look well. I have beanie that looks like crap, right? Like, I mean, Michael, everybody should know how they look like. They always look right when they do the mock-up. And
Oh yeah.
All right, the mock-up looks great, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're under 15,000 stitches. It'll be okay." And then you get it, and you're like, "Yo, this looks like shit." And they're like, "Well, that's the best we can do." Then why did you tell me it was gonna look fine?
Right. And then they were like, "Okay, we'll make another batch for you, but is it gonna look the same?" Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "Okay, well, let me give you a totally different freaking logo and see if you can make these letters look okay."
Yeah, so that's what happened. So yeah, you know, a lot of time I think it just bring it to awareness that when you see these final product, we already went through so many bad ones just to get to that one good one, right? The laser logo thingy that you guys are looking at, I went through 3 different companies just to get that one good company that we make the laser sticker for. So, and they're crazy expensive.
We have a sticker that has lasers on it.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't understand. I sent out all those things, and Tim got it first.
Yeah, I don't have
Speaking of
anything else.
laser, just check out the mascara on that cigar.
Look at that. I don't understand why California gets it first when Arizona is closer, Utah is closer, and everything's closer.
You
And it
colored
was
it with
delayed
mascara?
And it was delayed for like 3 days getting to me still.
Yeah, I don't understand it. So, but at least it got to Tim on time, so he can actually send out you the coffee, Monday. So that's a good thing, right? And then Michael, once he received it, then we can start doing the Assassin sampler pack.
Sampler pack.
And Martin has his package. He can probably do it on bail.
What package?
How full
Exactly.
is mine and Jeff's package now?
So what?
How full is mine and Jeff's package?
I probably had to send two
looks
separate
pretty
boxes.
cold
Today
back
I was
there.
test fitting it.
It's probably not pretty full right now.
No, it's full. I can't fit everything in there because they literally just ordered more of these. I'm like, how am I supposed to fit all of them together without
Well,
breaking?
you're gonna have to send those things separate because otherwise they're not gonna all make it.
Yeah, I was like, I would try different ways and then put all those peanut in there and to see how does it have a sound. Oh, it sounds like this glass in there. I can't take it out.
Because you would need a whole box just for 6 glasses, and you wouldn't be able to put anything else in.
No, one large box can only for 4 cups.
Yeah.
And that's the largest size that for the flat rate ones. So, and they literally make me use the APO specific one. Last time I went over there, they say next time you use it, you gotta use the APO one. So I actually have the APO ones here. I'll show you guys how it looks like. It's kind of weird.
I've got those too. It's just got a different like label printed on there.
Check out that razor line there.
Razor sharp burn right there.
Yeah, there it is. Razor sharp
What
burn.
James had to pull out his mascara and
You
color it.
talking about my short stack Habano? Is that what you're talking about?
Beautiful.
Tell me how many cigars you guys smoke that have a really wanky burn.
So they want me to use this tape for the APO stuff. I don't even know why. And they have a bag. Yeah, they came out with this tape.
Dude, I straight up use my regular clear packaging tape. It's in an APO box. I print the label out, stick that bitch on there, and send it out.
Yep.
They want me to use everything. They want me to use the box. They literally have an area where you fill the APO information. And you still had to put a label on there, and you still had to put everything on there. You had to fill that separately. And then obviously you had to fill
You're going to have to quit going to the Davidoff post office.
Yeah. I have a feeling they saw you walking in and was like, hey, let's just tell him he has to use this tape. Let's see what he says.
I don't know. They gave me the tape. The tape is free. They just want me to use it. So.
Oh, okay.
So.
But yeah, James, to answer your question, there are quite a few cigars that, and Martine can chime in on this also, there are many cigars that have wonky burns, and it's just how it goes. I mean, I call it like it is. I'll show it on camera. I don't care. That's how the cigar performs. It's how it performs.
I know. That's what I was saying. This is unusual.
We're just joking
really
with
burns
you
that
to
straight
say
all the way
that it
down.
sounded kind of queer
okay.
that you're like, it's got a
Our
mascara
sisters
line.
of the leaf, they would probably use mascara as an example. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, I don't know how much mascara. Well, he's got a car with eyelashes, so he's very,
Hey,
very
I
well
learned-
versed in mascara. It's okay.
I learned
There
that,
you
I learned that description from Bob the Cigar
I know
Guy.
you did. I know
But
you
the
did.
brothers,
Yeah.
of the leaf might say it's like the razor,
It's a razor sharp.
But that
blade
is
line.
literally called mascara line, though.
We
that's the
know.
term
We're
for it.
making a joke here, Tony.
Well, I didn't even hear the joke. I just had walked out and walked back in, and you guys.
Oh
It's
man.
okay, Tony. It's okay. You don't have to hear everything.
I didn't even hear the joke. I just came over and hear a sister of the leaf. So I don't know.
We're talking about you, Tony. It's okay.
We're trying to help James sound more like the brother of the leaf.
See, you guys stressed me enough that I have to have a Davidoff now.
Who stressed you?
Yeah, he's stressing you.
Any excuse. Any excuse.
Any excuse to smoke a Davidoff. So, well, you guys already know.
Finds that offensive, Albert.
What's that?
You guys already know that I made those Team Orange
Yeah.
pins, right?
Yeah.
I also.
Yeah, what's it look like?
Huh?
What's it look like?
I show it to you guys on pictures
All right,
in
man.
Discord.
Just asking, man.
I just don't. You
What's
guys
the
gotta make me
Discord?
wrong upstairs. No, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, because people haven't seen it yet, and it's a Saturday night, man.
What
some
do you
people
mean? I post it in Discord and I post it on Facebook.
But all these people were frozen, and their internet froze because
Alright,
it was so
alright,
cold.
Give me
They've
a
never
minute. I'll go
seen
get
it.
it. Jesus.
And there are people who are not on Discord. All right.
Some people just got their water cleaned up. I mean, it's.
Some people still don't have water. They just have ice.
Yeah.
Well,
You
they
can,
got a lot
the
of
nice
water
thing
on
is
the
you
floor,
can
man.
melt the ice and make
That's
water.
true.
They got a lot of water on the floor. I mean, it's not like they don't got no water.
Hey, all right. When he gets back, let's pretend like we don't care about the pin. All right.
We already saw that.
One of these shows, we got to pretend like he's muted again.
Yeah, just ignore whatever he says for the next 5 minutes. You just
Dang,
keep on-
Joseph, you are loving that wasabi.
We'll keep on talking like he's not there.
That wasabi was good though.
It is. It's unique, but it's not like every other can.
This is literally Jeff's and James' box that I just empty everything out and I bring it downstairs. So
Looks like an empty package to me.
yeah, because I empty everything out so I can take it downstairs.
So
But
James,
look-
you got to start over, man.
So it has this thing I had to fill up now.
He'll never get everything back in there.
It already don't
So
fit.
you got to start over, James. You done screwed it up. You done took everything out.
I know, I messed up.
A box is just a box until it's delivered. Then it's a package.
There we go.
All right. Cool. So where's it going to go in your hat?
I think it's a package
Ow.
when you send it out.
Tony, why are you showing us that? We've already seen those.
You got
What
a
is this,
death
a
wish?
rerun of Wednesday?
Alright, here we go.
It's gonna come to a point where he's gonna have nowhere to put shit on his hat.
Right?
Tony, you put that thing back in my box. Okay.
He's
He's
going to
gonna
be
have to-
like he's going to be like those bingo ladies, man, with the
There's
hats.
gonna be one pin too few in our box.
He's gonna have to get a bigger size. Just
Well, I
so
actually
it doesn't
did
poke his
the-
head.
I actually made the other one too, the skull one too. The one that was holding a large bottle of soy sauce.
Oh, did
Where's that at?
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty
that?
cool too.
I haven't got it yet. I made it. I actually
Oh,
ordered it. This one. I actually
Did you
ordered
like
it.
Did you like the inch and a half pin or whatever it is, small?
They are inch and a quarter.
Tony, I'm gonna make you a turbojet pin, and I'm gonna make it so it literally is like a police badge on the front of your hat. It's gonna be massive.
Well, if it's within the size, I'm okay.
Make it like 4 pounds.
I know, right?
But, yeah, you would just like drag one side down like this. But yeah, I have it made, and yeah, I'll just send it to Michael and figure out what to do with it.
That have to go with the soy sauce assassin samplers.
Probably.
Boom.
Probably. We just keep throwing things in there. I just keep adding things in there. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad about that. I mean that could actually use something like that for somebody scream.
Yeah, my kids.
Oh, I was like, is that my wife screaming upstairs?
Uh-oh.
So I figured a lot of time now we are allowing other people to buy Shadow Smoke Legion collaborated stuff. So something like that pin wouldn't be something that uses our logo, so that we give it away to everybody. That's totally fine.
Hey, has anybody else bought any of the 2021 meetup stuff from the Teespring?
I can't yet because I don't have it in my size yet.
I don't think no one bought it yet.
Yeah, I did.
You did? When was that?
Last week.
I didn't check it. I didn't check it this week, but
last time I checked it. I was gonna order something, but they didn't have it in my size yet.
Yeah, I bought the Net Gator and then a Prestige shirt and then the 2021 meetup shirt.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't even look at it because like I don't have to deal with it. So like, they handle it. So I just like put the logo on there, put it on there, But I think I ordered myself one of those. I wanted this t-shirt just to wear. Because I was able to make one where it says Team Asian and orange in the bottom, and the back says I don't taste orange. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Just do that. I'm gonna make one of those to wear it. I probably will wear that to the event.
As soon as they have that in 4X, I'm gonna order one. But
y'all hear James? I see his mouth move. Y'all hear him talking at all?
Mm-hmm.
No. What?
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 I don't hear me talking either.
James, I'm mute. Guess that what? No, so quiet. Oh well. Anyways. So yeah, what else do I have to make lately? I don't want to make anything. For June, I know everybody wants to do like raffle. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna do 1 ticket only per person raffle. Right? We'll just do simple stuff, like easy stuff. Everybody can only get 1 ticket, kind of raffle.
So like a $50 ticket?
Huh?
$50 ticket?
No, it'll be the same thing. When it's like $5 a ticket, something like that. Everybody can only buy 1.
Oh my god.
And
Tony just doesn't want to draw names for 5 hours.
no,
Yeah,
I mean, we have like I understand everybody have expense with these cups and all that stuff. And plus the event. So I just want to make sure, we don't go crazy at it. So I would just do a simple one. Right? Simple one.
Everybody got so quiet.
Are you
What's
gonna
up
have
with
40
this?
people? Are you gonna have 40 people on the live for?
No, it would be like that.
the
And
raffle
then
again?
what we will do is we'll just draw top 10 winners, something like that. I don't know. Depends on the people, amount of people. Top 10, and then we'll just do some prizes on that. I don't know, because I want to make sure that we have enough time to prep everything else. I don't want to spend entire June plus July to send everything out again. Right? So that way we can prep everything else, because we need time to prep for the event. And right now, we don't even have everything ready yet. I feel like we are short on time. That's because we haven't had anything ready yet. But I'm pretty sure I probably feel better once we have at least decided that the last blend is gonna be a specific blend. The last blend, we have no idea what the blend is gonna be like right now. So.
You got my wooden cigar tube from Mike Clark.
Yeah, that's here. So
good. Just asking.
Who's asking?
I said I was just asking.
Oh, okay, yeah. Everybody's here. I think you're the only one that and Andrew are the 2 people that haven't sent stuff out, because Andrew has a whole bottle of this. I had to figure out how to send it out. So
it's not that hard to send out, Tony.
I just don't like to send things that might break.
Bubble wrap.
I have bubble wrap. I have the tube thing for that too. I just see.
Dude, I've sent booze all the way to freaking New York more than once.
I order booze all the time. I just put it in a box and send it. Hadn't had a bottle break yet.
Anyways, that's the only 2 I haven't sent out yet. Everything else I sent out. So, you know, I just like to make James wait. So that's a different story.
I know. Jeff's the one getting all upset about it, though.
Really?
He's like, when's Tony going to send our shit?
Jeff's very impatient.
Well, yeah, but then
Oh, we
stop,
all
keep
waiting.
ordering stuff. If you guys don't order any more stuff, I don't have to like, you know, have to combine them together. Because shipping to, whenever I ship stuff over there, I get like panic attack until it gets there. So.
Well, we have to. The thing is, we have to order enough stuff so that you can fill the box. Because if you don't fill the box, you don't send it.
Yeah, why would I send an empty box?
Exactly. So we have to order enough stuff so that you feel. It's hard to hit that medium, you know, where the box is full but
Yeah,
not too
right.
much.
So it's not easy. It's not
And
easy.
then you keep offering shit, you know. You.
I'll try to keep that down. I'll try to keep that down. You know, it's only February, right? So it's like, hey, let's be fair. I wasn't gonna make this at first, all right? I wasn't. So
It's like you did the coins, and then you did the cutters, and then you did the rock glasses. And
well, the
then you
coin
did
and cutter is like since last year. It wasn't this year.
I know, but I've been still waiting on that stuff. Okay.
Right. So.
So move to America.
Huh?
So move to America and stop complaining.
If he's in America, he will have received it by now. or at least the next few days.
Well,
Yeah,
then
right.
Can't get liquor delivered.
You know, because like, you know, if he live in America, at least I, you know, even if it's a different place, I can send it to Albert. But like, I can't just send all these things to Albert. Albert will probably keep it and smoke half of it. So.
Albert's got stuff he's got to send too, but.
Hey, you want me to send it to you, Tony?
No. Here's the thing. Ever since Christmas, I haven't had a good trust with USPS, even till now. Like everything's late, either late or missing.
Especially because what Albert's got to send to me, you would have a heart attack with, because it's that ceramic egg roll.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, you know, you can't really trust it. I mean, I will trust it once you get to the military side, because, you know, obviously they'll take care of it. But USPS, I can't trust them. Like right now, they don't really update their tracking. They're just like in transit, and then they will stay that in transit for like 4 or 5 days. They won't tell you where it's between. They will just say in transit. That's why I keep having like this like feels like, oh, maybe I'll wait until they get a little bit better, and I'll feel better, because a lot of stuff I can't replace. We only have so many of them.
Ever since the election, they kind of started doing that since the election.
But yeah, but then the election's over.
Yeah, but they learned how to do it during the election, and they just stuck with it.
Yeah. I just feel bad because a lot of things I can't replace, and I don't want to, you know, send like James an empty box.
Well, you see him an empty can of.
Exactly. I learned my lesson from that. I really don't want to send him an empty box. So.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, that in terms of announcement, I think we already heard that, you know, SSL blends are out there. They are being sent out Monday. And obviously, you guys can order more if you guys like it. And I hope you guys do like it, right? And then next week sometime, Michael will be able to receive those samples of Allison coffees to put together a assassin sampler with cigars. And basically, you buy the cigar, you get the coffee. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah. And I can probably tell you that coffee will cost as much as those cigars, right? If you had to pay for it. So you just get those, and then you get to taste it. If you like it, Tim is the guy that's gotta be end up having a portion that's already set for you guys to be able to purchase them for more. And if you guys like it, want it more, then I will send more raw beans to Tim for those. But right now, this is just test.
What's the 2022 year of animal, Tony?
Fox.
Tiger.
Oh, Tiger's next year?
He said 2022. Yeah.
Well, just wait on your year of the tiger. Stab it off pipe tobacco.
Yeah, I mean,
He was like a little empty here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, so that's coming up. So March will be probably the fair estimation of when you actually gotta be able to taste Alisan coffee and stuff like that. I am putting together those Alisan tea and putting in a sample pack too. And then after we ran out of those Alisan coffee sampler, I'll give some of those tea bags so that you can use the tea for sampler as well. Because I only send so much to Michael. There's only so much, okay? They will run out. I think there's only like 20 packs of those. That's it. So only 20 orders will have those. Okay. So yeah, Michael probably had to say like, that sample pack, only 20 packs. Okay.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
And what else? The cup probably take 2 to 3 weeks to get to me, and then probably another few days for me to ship it out. I have the box for them ready, like they literally will fit 1 to 2 in there, so it'll be easy to ship those out. Today I sent out the rest of the regular whiskey cup. I still have those. I have like 30, 40 more of those sitting around. So if you guys want more, I have those.
You should be happy that Maurice hadn't got no money right now because he'd send 5 of them.
No. At max, I was saying is 4, because 4 fits 1 box. Okay, and yeah, these I'm not gonna have a lot extra. So if you forgot about it, you can contact me. I'll let you know. If whatever amount that you need, I still have one. Like I say, Tim, you still want your one? You already got one, so I don't know if you still want one.
Yeah, I'll still take it.
You still take it? All right, I'll count that.
Yeah.
Explain, is the SSL coffee blend the coffee from Taiwan or not so much? No, the coffee for the SSL blend is actually the blend that's more sustainable to do. Alright, because I cannot get an actual promise that I can have constant supply of those. Right, like my MOQ with them is 100 kilograms, and that's all I can get promised for me. But anything more than that, I won't be able to do that. So the Alisan one might be a seasonal, might be a temporary, might be once whenever I can get it. All right, so that's the case. But the SSL coffee will be able to be a regular supply thing because it's easier for Tim to get those beans. Okay, so there's a difference. And here's the thing that like Alisan coffee blend from Taiwan is actually a lot higher in price because they're that rare. I mean, if you think about it, you only have so much square footage on a mountain that you can grow coffee. And they don't always like. There's a good portion when you get those coffee beans, the cherry. There are some that you have to scrap that just don't come out good. So it's like if you get 100 pounds of it, you probably have 20 pounds that you have to scrap, and then you don't have 80 pounds of it. So it's not a lot for everyone. That's why they're rare. That's why that's why the scarcity is out there because there's not a lot of it, and a lot of people want it. All right. And these are the lower end of that high-end rare coffee. And there's one more level on top. If you can get the Geisha beans, they are 100 to 200 per, I don't know, like 100 grams.
Are they only grown and harvested by geishas?
No, they just call Geisha because they're beautiful.
I was wondering.
Oh, Michael.
The perfect size, the perfect shaped beans. They got little
and even at that price, I can't get it. They won't give it to me, so I can't get those.
Those beans got little black wigs and white.
All right. So even at that price, I can't get any. So that's the one I can get, and I can tell you guys I drink those regularly right now because they taste pretty good. But I know it's not everybody's coffee. I will still say try it. Once in a lifetime kind of thing. YOLO. Do it everything one time. And let's say if you do like it, for the sake of cost, I'll figure out how to bring down the cost in the future, or have Tim to blend that into some other coffee so you can get that characteristic, but have some other coffee to blend it so that you drive the cost down.
Yeah, I could blend it probably with my breakfast blend light, and it would probably complement each other well.
Yeah, so there's many ways to bring that cost down a little bit so that everybody can have that as regular coffee. But for now, test it, try it, see if you like it. Everybody might just go, this thing tastes like Tony, so I don't like it. I don't know.
I don't want to know what you taste like, Tony.
I taste like soy sauce.
Tap water.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway.
moving on. Right. So that's what's going on. Audit project, like you guys already know, we scrapped it. We gotta redo this again. We printed out the label anyway. It's gotta get here sometime late March. So even at the quickest time that we can release to you guys will be sometime May, because after we receive this label, we gotta send it to them. Because I don't trust, Michael had to sit there to bend every single one of them, so we had to send it to the factory, have them bend it.
Michael has nothing to do. What's the problem?
It's zero. The orders fill themselves, ship themselves out. I just look at it and I'm like, all right.
I know, right?
And the next thing I send out to Michael will replenish him with some of these patches. I know a lot of members are still looking for some patches. Since I have the new ones made, I would just send some to him so he can sell those again. So you guys can get those again. Everything else, I don't know. There's still a lot of swag sitting over there, right, for the new members. So for the new member that's able to buy swag now,
Yeah.
Little Guy Cigar Shop is the place. So, Little Guy Cigar Shop is the place that where you can pick up some swag. All right. If you gotta get swag, you don't know the link. They are in Discord. If you can't see it, contact Michael directly. He will let you know how to do it. All right?
Hey, Michael, when we do the coin check, are you showing your coin or are you showing like extra swag coin you got?
This is my new 2-year anniversary coin.
All right, man.
Oh, let's be fair here, okay?
I can bring a whole box of those out if you want.
Let's
You
be
can't
fair.
cheating.
Let's be fair. Michael does not have any extra of that coin. I have all.
No.
of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying, man. Don't be pulling a fast one, dude.
No, I've got the rose
I
gold
still
coin. I
have
got
quite a
plenty
bit of those coins too. I have a lot of those coins. So, this just gonna sit forever. What I'm gonna do with a 2-year anniversary coin? It's a 2-year anniversary coin.
You trying to tell us we got swag?
I would go in there like 1 minute before the show ends.
Has it already been 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wow, that went by fast.
Today went by fast. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of things going on, and I want people to feel, don't feel like you're obligated to get them. I mean, pace yourself. Don't go crazy at them. A lot of stuff that we made, with the exception of the cup, they will be a regular thing. SSL blend will be there until you guys say, we're never gonna get that copy again. Right? It will always be there. All right, and the swag and stuff like that. As you guys demand it, I will get more. It's not like it's gonna end right now, right? So don't feel like I'll have to go get it today or whatever and just empty out your entire bank account for it. No, don't. If you're not comfortable, let's say if you want one of these, you can't pay right away. That's fine. Just let me know. So long as you go through with it, don't give me like 5 months later. Say, you know what, Tony, I really just don't need it. Then I'll be fine with that. Just let me know. I will order it. I'll put it over there for you, and then until you guys are ready, that's fine. But
So, did you explain the coffee for Mike?
I did. I just did. Did I not? Did you not listen?
Sorry, dude. I was just trying to make Mike taken care of, man.
SSL beanie, I do have it. I just haven't got to me yet. I ordered it. It hasn't got here yet. All right. Every time you ask the companies like, why isn't my order here yet? They say due to COVID. Yeah. So I did have a few other stuff I ordered in the beginning of January that hasn't get to me yet.
Why can't I say that?
That's going to be an awesome. That would be a good cigar name, DTC, man.
We just gotta get sued for that, and let's not try not to get sued, right?
Due to COVID.
So we have a lot of things here and there, and
that.
once I have it, I will let you guys know I have it. And yeah, I don't know why would anybody like this hat? I don't have two, but like why would anybody like this hat? Right? So
It's different, man.
Huh?
It's different.
Well, they're different, but they're not satisfactory to me. So I don't like it.
All right.
So yeah, we have those. Once I have those, I'll send it to Michael, and then we'll let you guys know when it's up, and you guys will be able to get them. Even though although the Artisan coffee only gonna be like 20 or 20 something people will be able to get it, but again, if you something that you're really interested, I'm pretty sure we can work out with Tim in the future. If we run out the sampler, can he sell a smaller sampler pack? He probably could, and we'll go with that. Okay, so but for now, let's go with these. Let's go with the amount we have and test that. And if we all like it, then we work on the next step is to work on how to bring costs down for everybody else. Right?
So what's special about the tea?
The tea?
Yes.
That's the
That's expensive. That's what's special.
the geishas are going up to get the coffee for it, or the tea leaves.
Okay, so I have 3 different kind of tea. Okay, one is called the Dongding Wulong, and that tea is half fermented, like 50% fermented. Majority of the tea are 30% fermented, and because they're so fermented, they actually have really good aroma and very long finish, and they have this like a sweetness to it, natural sweetness to it. That and then it's a tea that really cleans out your palate. It helps you clean. It's really enjoyable when you smoking with or even like for breakfast. It actually works out really well. And that tea you can rebrew over and over again. I tested. I was able to rebrew like 8 cups of it. Like I was drinking the whole day. I just rebrew it. Just keep you brew it, take it out, and then put warm water again. Rebrew, take it out. I was able to do it 8 times before that has no more taste. So that was really good. And the Alishan one, I have a oolong green and a black tea. The black tea, they call it like the king of black tea because that thing is so nicely fermented and it's got aging to it that it's got pectin to it. I don't know if you guys don't. It looks like gelatin.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of shininess to it, and that coats your mouth. It protects your mouth, and actually it's healthy for you. It actually help with your blood pressure and all that stuff. So it's actually a healthy tea. At the same time, it coats your mouth so that before you smoke, let's say you start drinking that tea, you start smoking, it protects your mouth a little bit. It actually enhances the flavor a little bit. So if you like that, black tea is the one that you want to choose. And the other one is like a green oolong. So that one is more like a relaxing tea. It's cleansed tea, right? It actually help your body to metabolize bad stuff. So if you drink that tea, it's actually a good way to clean your palate between cigars. It cleans up, it's just healthy. And all 3 of them, they are rare because they are grown in that area. All right, and one of the biggest things is because the one from Lugu, that one particular place, has been burned down 1 time. They don't make a lot, right? Not burned down like from disaster. They actually went down. They had to rebuild the whole place. But the key is that the soil on those mountains are so clean. Like when they tested, there was nothing found in there. It was just clean soil. It's really healthy. They're high altitude. And when you grow anything that's at high altitude, it lacks oxygen, right? When you lack oxygen, they actually grow better. They actually grow to be a more flavorful product. So, it makes a big difference because a lot of time when you buy, I posted a picture actually on one of those Instagram things to show an actual tea bag. It's just powder. I call those dust. But these tea, when you make tea out of it, right, you can take it out. They're single leaves. They're actual leaf on the branch. Like there's nothing that you can identify in there. It's everything that you take it out is just tea and branch. Tea and branch. That's it. So it's very healthy. It's their key is to be organic and authentic product. Versus when you go out and buy like those can of tea, you dump it in there and you make tea. There's fillers. There's like dust and dirt and all that stuff just grind together. A lot of them.
So here's a slogan thing though. Is it the king of teas or tea for kings?
I was waiting for that, Michael.
It's king of teas, not tea for king. There are another tea that's called.
Was that just recently done that way in the last like 30 years, or was that like always there?
Okay, so they made that way back hundreds of years ago. And what happened is to cut costs, they stopped doing that because they think nobody can tell the difference.
Gee, that's cool.
So,
do they have Clydesdale horses?
So what?
carry the tea? That's what Budweiser does.
Well, Budweiser might have said that they do that, but they might not, right? But here's the thing: the quality of tea has went down a lot, just like quality of coffee has went down a lot in retail, because they want to mass produce them, and because they mass produce them, they had to shrink process, they had to shrink something, and they will add additives to make it taste better, right? So.
We've seen the Budweiser commercials. We know they.
So the difference is that these two farmers, they're just like, we don't make a lot anyway. There's no point for us to do the way that everybody else does to scale up. We only have so much. So let's do it the best way, the traditional way that makes tea so good at that time. Instead of the way that we do it today, we just do everything so that we can sell a lot of them, but they're not necessarily healthy for you or taste good for you. Right? There's a reason why when you go out to buy other teas, you can only brew one or twice before you lost flavor, because those tea are underaged. So, you know, like a cigar that's underaged, they don't have that much flavor in there, and they are under fermented, so the health benefit is not there. So you're seeing all those documentation say green teas are good for you, red tea are good for you, teas are good for you overall. But when you drink all those coffee and tea, and you're like, I don't feel any different. I don't feel any different. Why? Well, because you're actually not drinking the healthy stuff. You're drinking the stuff that they were made for you to drink the flavor rather than the content. And for these teas, you're drinking the content.
But so if it tastes good, then it's not good for us.
So what?
The stuff that tastes good is not good for us.
Some. I mean, obviously some. But then it's like the same way as cigar, right? Like, you know, you hear Cuban cigar is good. But now you realize that to pump up the production, they lower the quality, right? You're not getting as good of the product that you should have getting like 20, 30 years ago, right? And that's the problem. And the same thing with coffee and tea industry. They have boomed. They make crap load of those things nowadays, right? You can find probably like 30, 40 different brands in your local shop, but they all got tea leaves somewhere. Well, how can they make sure that they have continuous source for those tea leaves? Well, they do fillers. They do second-rated tea leaves that they actually will pick out and don't want, but they say, oh, we'll take those and we'll ground it up. Nobody can tell. That's what happened. It's just like same thing as getting those like short fillers. They're ground up because the full leaf doesn't look good. Well, they use the full leaf, and then whatever left over goes to the short fillers. So this is like the same thing. This is the full leaf, not ground up, nicely fermented, aged tea. That's actually good for you. Does that explain?
I'm sold.
You shouldn't turn off your video because you fall asleep when you do that.
No, I'm not falling asleep. So okay, what's the difference between regular green tea and matcha?
Okay, matcha is actual powder of like a really thick green tea. They're not fermented. They're just powder.
Okay.
All right. So there's a difference between a fermented tea and powdered tea. Powdered tea tend to be more bitter. Fermented tea, they have the natural sweetness that came from the tea. They have notes and flavor. So for the black tea that you get from me, you gotta taste like lychee. You gotta taste some sweet notes, some fruity notes to that because the soil. But matcha, because it's ground up green leaf, that really high quality, really green leaf that ground into powder.
You're the
very
rat
bitter.
tea. Yeah, that's cool.
That's really bitter. That's why matcha is different. Because matcha is not fermented. It's actual green leaf that ground up to dried up and ground up. It's almost like you're talking the difference between a regular Maduro cigar versus a Candela cigar. Right? They're done differently, and one is just it retains all the green and then ground up, and the other one you have to full leaf to get the juice, get the flavor out of that tea. So that's the difference.
But regardless of a Candela or a Maduro, I've got the short stack Habano that I decided to take down to the nub Sundays at 3 p.m. 6 Eastern, and this is a straight burn. And tomorrow I believe we've got Vic Evans, High Desert Man, coming on the show. You're welcome.
I don't know. Last Sunday at 3 p.m. there was nothing.
You're right, and we told everybody that there was nothing because of Valentine's.
You
But
made the
this
announcement
Sunday-
here.
There were still people that asked.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff to come. We just have to wait. You know, it takes time. I'm going as fast as I possibly can, like, you know, working 24/7 kind of thing. So yeah, we'll get it out to you guys as quick as we can, as soon as we get those things. I feel bad for Geisha picking tea leaves and the wooden shoes.
That's right. It's gonna be hard, man.
Yeah.
Who said the Geisha picked tea leaf or wooden shoes?
Because we're making a joke. You said it's geisha tea. Goodness gracious.
No,
Tony.
couldn't be someone else pick the tea leaf and Geisha just roast them?
No, because it wouldn't be really geisha tea unless they're out there growing it and
Then
harvesting it and all
who's
that.
roasting it?
The
The
full
geishas.
geisha process.
Yeah.
The full geisha process.
The whole Geisha process? That would be very expensive. You know, Geisha's like expensive. They charge by the hours. So
We'll take your word for it.
yeah, you take my word for
Oh,
it. You know,
I wouldn't need a whole hour.
I just gotta be very honest with you guys, because if I show you who picked those beans, you probably will never drink those coffee again.
Albert only needs 3 minutes.
It's just an hour
Hey,
minimum.
that's why they got a flat rate of a freaking minimum of an hour, right?
Oh yeah, right. So
And they're happy if you only need 3 minutes of it.
That's right. They gonna make more money.
yeah, but once we have those things available to you guys, I made another channel just for the tea stuff. So we'll just talk about those tea over there, so I don't crowd this thing with tea and coffee shit.
So will that tea make like good iced tea?
The black tea will, the rest will. Don't drink it cold.
All right.
Right, because yeah, you can drink it cold, but it's not as fragrant. It's not as aromatic.
Right.
So you want that steam, you want that sensation when you drink it down. It really cleanses you. You want that feeling that you want to drink it hot.
All right.
So.
And you don't add anything to it either, right?
No, you don't add anything to it. Just hot water. And literally, these tea are so resilient. You can add boiled water to it. That's fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I literally just add boiled water to it. The trick is that when you brew the tea, the first tea that you use to open the leaf, dump that. You don't drink that. So you'll put water in there with the tea leaf, right? And you'll wait like a minute and just literally take the tea leaf out and just rinse that hot water over the tea and just dump that water. And
Is it
then,
good? Is it too pungent or what?
no, the first thing is literally washing off all the dust and all that stuff, because when you sit those things to dry, it's got dust and stuff on it.
Okay.
So you wash that off, so that the next
Just like
one.
moonshine, man.
Huh?
Just like moonshine, you don't do the head, right? You right.
Plus,
You get the hearts,
it
you
wouldn't
don't get
taste
the
right.
taste.
It wouldn't taste right because the leaf
Thank
hasn't completely opened yet. So you're only taking partial taste. You're not taking the full aroma out of it. So there was no point to drink the first batch. Doesn't matter which kind of tea you use. That should be the correct way to dump the first one out and then use the second one. You will have enough aroma from that. When you say the tea will cleanse you, does
Really,
that
Tony,
mean?
and it's 9 times, isn't it?
Huh?
It's really 9. So you said you could do 8, but it's really 9 times that you can do. You can brew the tea.
True. I mean, it also matters how much is your cup of tea. Like if your cup of tea is this big, it might be slightly less, maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
But if your cup of tea is like this, you're probably like 10, 15. So.
Martin, man, I'm telling you, dude.
If you got
But to answer Quick's question, it does not make you poop. It does not. There's not enough caffeine to kind of stir your stomach around. It doesn't do that.
Martin, this is the next thing for you, brother.
What's that?
You got reviewed your next cigar with these teas, man.
With geisha tea.
Chew a tea leaf and smoke a cigar.
You can actually chew those tea leaves and actually freshen up your breath.
Tastes like white Crayon.
But I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because those tea leaves will stick on your teeth.
Well, that's why you dip them in chocolate.
Yeah, I mean they are really.
Tony.
I've been drinking them daily. So one day I will do coffee, just all coffee, and the other day I'll just do tea because it's just you don't even need a lot of tea leaves to do a lot of those. You see those little balls of tea, you just take like 4 or 5 and make a whole cup.
Okay.
So I have Let's say that bag, that plastic bag's about this big, okay? So I have that much tea leaf, like about half of the bag. I still have this much bag after drinking it every other day. Because I'll just go like that. That's it. Few pieces. So my wife wanted it.
You don't use like a diffuser or anything like that?
Oh, I use a diffuser, yeah, so that I can take it out.
Okay.
But like you don't need to fill that entire diffuser. You probably just need one, not even a tablespoon, probably a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. That's it. That's 1 cup of tea. So.
Okay. Beetle nut. Ooh. Stuff would turn your freaking teeth red and shit.
So yeah, those are gotta be really, really, really good stuff.
That'd be awesome. Like you got some spinach in your teeth. No. It's tea. It's tea. It's not spinach.
So yeah, I think people will see the difference when they drink there with the pectin in there. It literally, when you look at it, there's a shine on top of it. So, what is my go-to cigar for pairing with coffee? Right now is either short stack Connecticut or Habano, or Casa Cueva Reserva. Connecticut.
Natural or Maduro?
Natural.
Okay.
I just feel like when I do Maduro, I want something heavier. And a lot of time I drink a lighter coffee or milk with coffee or something like that. It doesn't pair that well. But for me, because the cigar provided that creaminess, I don't need a lot in my coffee. So it depends on what coffee you drink, obviously. So and obviously I pair with Davidoff Signature 2000, but I don't think you guys want to hear that. So Davidoff Signature 2000 is another one that I go with. Oliva G. It can go with coffee as well. Oliva G. And try to find another one. Once in a while, I will do Casa Cueva Habano, the core line one. But sometimes I feel like there's too much pepper to go with the coffee. Like I don't like a lot of pepper in my cigar to go with coffee because I feel like I'm eating. It's like drinking a coffee with a steak. You know, it's like one is kind of salty and peppery, the other one is not. They don't pair that well. So that's just me. That's just me. But everybody have different ones though. A teaspoonful tea, novel concept. Oh great, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's it for today. We'll update everybody sometime next week again. You know, after we try everything else. And yeah. If you do get the SSL blend before Wednesday, go ahead and try them and post what you think about this coffee. I would love to know because obviously we only have a few people that tested it, and we choose the one that we all like. But it would be nice to hear about other stuff.
So what's the name of our blends? We got Assassin and what?
After show.
Oh yeah, after show. Yeah.
Right. How about a wasabi cigar? Wasabi cigar doesn't taste like wasabi. That's all I can tell you. I don't care.
That's why Tony won't smoke it because it's not wasabi.
I smoked it. Come on, I smoked it. Check my older episodes, okay? I did. No,
Have you
the
smoked
thing is
both
that
sizes?
the thing is that for Candela cigars, they're kind of finicky, so I don't smoke all that often because you have to smoke them slow, and I tend to smoke fast, and when I smoke fast, the cigar burns and they don't taste that good. So
Yeah, they get real bitter and stuff.
So it's not like the cigar wasn't good. It's that because usually on the show I smoke very fast, and that will ruin my cigar experience because I know that those are for you need to sit somewhere and really smoke it slowly. I love to smoke Candela cigar when I'm reading because I will take puff a lot slower. So I'll be reading and I'll literally sometimes it will be more than a minute before I take the next puff. And that's okay with Candela because they don't like to be hot.
Dude, that'd be like a light roast coffee with like milk in it.
Yeah.
To go with the wasabi.
No, wasabi go with green tea. Wasabi can actually go with green tea nicely too. So
all earthy together.
Yeah, actually it will be a very crisp earthy, so it's actually nice.
Mm-hmm.
So people can try it. I mean, for me, Candela cigar, I had to smoke slow, so I don't like to smoke during the show because I talk and I smoke really quickly. But if I'm not talking, I'm just reading, I smoke slowly. So that's something
Right,
that I will smoke my
eating
Candela.
animal crackers.
Okay?
Martine's eating chocolate chip cookies over there.
I know, he's like, I'm done for the night. I'm out eating.
I think so. I'm getting kind of tired.
Anyways, so yeah, that's it for today. And for those people who's new watching this, because sometimes I look like we have 10 people, I really feel like we don't have 10 people. But if you're new here, subscribe, like, do whatever, and so you can join us next time when we
Ring
talk
the
about
bell.
nothing.
Ring the bell.
You don't have to ring the bell, just subscribe.
Ring the bell. Ring.
So you don't